Fans, ich bin Sammy Steigert, Pitcher der deutschen Nationalmannschaft. Vielen Dank für eure Unterstützung und teilt und liked weiterhin alle Beiträge des Fanclubs Baseball Deutschlands. Und nicht vergessen, wir leben Baseball.
Welcome to Bonn, Germany for Game 4 of the Bundesliga Championship between the home team, Bonn Capitals, and the defending champions, the Heidenheim Heideköpfe, who are leading 2-1 after yesterday the Capitals got their first victory, 8-3, on the back of pitcher Maurice Wilhelm. And pitching is definitely a dilemma for the Capitals as we head into this Game 4. We'll be talking about that. Angela Beckman together with me will be commentating. And also the Paulus brothers, Tom and Max here in the booth, helping us out, keeping the stats up to date, giving you the live pictures that you'll be seeing here on this streaming.
Ja, wir kommentieren heute zweisprachig.
Okay.
John in Englisch und ich spreche Deutsch, damit ihr alle ein bisschen was davon habt. Für Bonn ist die Pitcherfrage schon eine schwierige, weil sowohl gestern ja Starting-Pitcher Sascha Koch verletzt ausgefallen ist, als auch heute Starting-Pitcher Markus Jensen verletzt ausfällt. Das führt dazu, dass heute auf dem Mound Wilson Lee steht. Kein Unbekannter auf dem Mound bei den Capitals. Es ist halt so, dass das schon ein bisschen schwierig ist. Nichtsdestotrotz sind alle sehr zuversichtlich, das heute hier zu rocken. Das denken allerdings auch die Heideköpfe, die das natürlich genauso rocken wollen und einen ihrer starken Pitcher auf den Mound bringt mit Enobel Marquez Ramirez.
Exactly. Enobel is well known to the Capitals. In numerous finals he's pitched, and he is their veteran. When they need something, when they need a victory, they can rely on Marquez Ramirez. The Capitals now being introduced, and we'll look at the lineups here in a moment. But let's take it in as the players are introduced. Yesterday's winning pitcher, Maurice Wilhelm.
Ja, ein sehr, sehr starkes Spiel hat der Maurice gepitcht gestern. Insgesamt 3 Hits, 3 Runs zugelassen. Überhaupt waren beide Bonner Pitcher gestern bärenstark, haben insgesamt nur 4 Hits zugelassen von den Heideköpfen, was schon starkes Pitching ist. Da haben sie so ein bisschen umgedreht, was letzte Woche im ersten Spiel passierte. Da hatten nämlich die Bonner nur 4 Hits gegen Heidenheim. Gestern konnten die Bonner das also umdrehen und das natürlich auf der Grundlage eines sehr starken Pitching.
And yesterday's closing pitcher, Nick Michelli, he is in today's starting lineup as the right fielder. We'll get those starting lineups to you as the game begins. But the pitching dilemma is a big one for Bonn. They're going to have basically ask everybody who can throw, bat, and hit to be ready to play. Had a short exchange with the manager, Max Schmitz, and he said that it's Game 4, you got to win.
Ja, also das ist ganz klar für die Bonner, das haben sie vor dem dritten Spiel auch gesagt, wir fokussieren uns aufs dritte Spiel, aber jetzt erstmal die Nationalhymne. Nationalhymne natürlich. Wie sich das gehört, vor einem großen Finale wird natürlich die Hymne gespielt. Immer was ganz Besonderes auch für die Spieler. Ich war eben gerade dabei zu erzählen, dass das Bonner Team sich immer nur auf das nächste Spiel fokussiert. Was geht ja auch nicht anders, weil sie müssen halt immer das nächste Spiel gewinnen. Das haben sie vor dem dritten Spiel gesagt, wir fokussieren uns auf Spiel 3 und heute sagen sie, wir fokussieren uns auf Spiel 4 und alles andere kommt später. Weil es gilt ja nach wie vor, Bonn muss gewinnen.
Klaus Eckle and Max Schmitz there with the umpire crew exchanging the lineups, and the umpires in today's game will be at first base Kevin Music, then Jörn Barth at second base, Dirk Biel, am I right?
Dirk Biel.
Dirk Biel is the third base umpire, and behind the plate calling balls and strikes, Andreas Danielsek. And the teams both out of their dugouts, firing each other up. This is a huge game, of course. No reason to mention that, but I did. And we're going to be having, as Angela Beckman said in German, we're going to be having dual commentary in English and in German so that everybody can enjoy it. Are we going to have a quiz in such a big game?
I have one.
You've got one?
Yeah.
You old
I
dog,
got
you.
from Bob Rank.
Okay. Dann gibt's, ich sag's auf Deutsch, für die Leute,
Ja.
es gibt ein Quiz.
Also
aber nicht von mir, sondern von Angela. Und the Capitals take the field. Wilson Lee will be on the mound. And behind the plate is it's Vinny Allens. Going around the horn, first baseman today will be, unusually, Terrell Joyce, who his normal position in center field. But because of all of the pitching problems here, players are being asked to go to secondary positions so that others can play at the one that they play best. And playing second base today is Daniel Lamhunt, normally a third baseman. At third base is Lennart Vella. And finally, the shortstop, as usual, Eric Blank. Playing in the outfield today. In left field, Justus Leckie. The center fielder is Danny Lankhorst. And in right field, yesterday's closer, 3 innings pitched, Nick Michelli. Really the utility player. A wonderful find, if you could say that, for Max Schmitz, who can rely on him to play almost every position in the field. He was catcher up until this season, is flexible, pitcher, could be catcher, outfielder. Has he played in the infield this season?
No, he hasn't played in the infield, but everything else.
Everything else.
I mean, except catcher, of course.
Yeah. Looking at the starting lineup, batting order for the Heideköpfe, leading off will be Philipp Schulz, the shortstop. The left fielder, Sascha Lutz, is batting second. Following him, Gary Owens, center fielder. And in the cleanup slot, Sean Larry, right fielder. Then, Drew Jansen, Simon Güring, Ludwig Laza, Simon Liedke, and Yannick Walter will be the remainder of the batting order as we're close to the starting pitch. The infielders have thrown the ball in. Outfielders no longer warming up with each other as leadoff batter Philipp Schulz steps to the plate.
Ja, Philipp Schulz gestern ohne Hit, 0 for 4, mit einem Batting Average von 309 in dieser Saison bisher, inklusive des Spiels gestern. Also ein guter Leadoff, auf jeden Fall über 300 ist auf jeden Fall immer gut.
Strike one called. Left-hander Wilson Lee throws the second pitch out, low and inside for ball one. 1-1 the count now, as we have a raucous crowd. And there's a Texas Flieger into the left field, and that's a fair ball. And Philipp Schulz.
Ja, ein bisschen Glück hier für Philipp Schulz. Hat den Ball nicht richtig getroffen, dadurch ist er auch unerreichbar für die Verteidigung.
Ja. Oh, that gets in behind the infield on the left side, and the leadoff hitter is on. Good pitch there by Wilson Lee. Jammed him, but bad luck as the ball lands in left field. And that brings up Sascha Lutz, who was 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs yesterday.
Ja, he made the start. Er hat den Start angefangen. Er hat gestern natürlich stark gestartet für die Heideköpfe. Er hat nämlich per Home Run das 1:0 erzielt. Ansonsten ein Batting Average von 275.
Squares to bunt. He pulls back and called strike, 1-1. So Philipp Schulz, the runner on first base, not with a large lead, and I think a little uncertain with the left-hander on the mound. Southpaw looking right at him, and he's just unsure.
Nice pitch, but called a ball.
2-1. We have a nice sized crowd for a final, and that should be the case. And again, Lutz turning to bunt, but takes ball 3. Wilson Lee goes to the rosin bag. There's a big pitch here. Want to keep zeros on the board. Next pitch in for strike. Call strike 2, and it's full count now. Be curious to see what happens. Unlikely then that Sascha Lutz will try and bunt now. Will Philipp Schulz run though? Wilson Lee looks over. Pitch comes. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. First out of the inning. First out of the game. And now Gary Owens steps to the plate. Left.
Ja, Entschuldigung, wir haben wieder ein bisschen Probleme mit unserem Scoreboard. Die Connection der Computer funktioniert nicht richtig. Wir versuchen das gerade mal zu fixen hier.
Well, Gary Owens was 0 for 4 yesterday. A right-handed hitter. Takes strike 1. Owen won the count. 1 out. Runner on first base for the Heideköpfe. In game 4, this best of 5 German championship. And good stop there by Vinny Islands. Stopped it with his glove. Catchers, if they can, really try and throw their body behind the ball. Just smother it, keep it in front of you. Good stop. Next pitch, fouled back. And the count goes to 1-2.
Ja, wir sind natürlich gespannt, was Gary Owens heute bringt, weil das war gestern für ihn natürlich nicht zufriedenstellend. Normalerweise ja auch einer der konstanten Hitter bei den Heideköpfen.
And ball 2. 2-2.
Ja, scheint bereits jetzt eine schweißtreibende Angelegenheit. Wilson Lee geht immer zu dem Bag da.
Throw over to first base. Again, Schultz not with the large lead, but Wilson Lee letting him know he is looking over, got him in mind. 2-2 count to Gary Owens. 1 out here in the top half of the first inning. That one's inside, and we have full count again. Now, unlike someone like Sascha Koch, that team or a pitcher that the Heideköpfe know well, Wilson Lee is probably a little bit of an unknown factor. And there's a run and the throw to second, and Philip Schultz is safe as the throw was off target to the.
Gary Owens is out.
Gary Owens swing and a miss out. Oh. Can't get the double play. Strike him out, throw him out, but 2 outs now. Runner gets to scoring position, and that brings up Sean Larry, who also, like Gary Owens yesterday, 0 for 4.
Ja, the Home Run Hitter of the Heideköpfe, also der hat schon 27 Home Runs geschlagen in dieser Saison, sind wir schon darauf eingegangen.
Wilson Lee, strike 1. Of the first 4 hitters, 3 of them left-handed for the Heideköpfe. A little unusual, the Bonn heavy on right-handed hitting. This is good, a small advantage for Wilson Lee. And strike 2, 0-2, gets ahead of the hitter. And the crowd really into it today. 12 o'clock starting time here. Beautiful weather.
Ja, das haben wir ja auch gestern schon gesehen. Die Capitals-Fans, vor allen Dingen hier auf der rechten Seite, pushen ihr Team von Anfang an.
Sean Larry steps out of the batter's box. Wilson Lee gets the sign from Vinnie Islands. Next pitch comes. That one's outside for ball 1. And simply a good atmosphere to go to the ballpark, no matter where you are. And swing and a miss, strike 3. And gets out of that small jam, Wilson Lee, to end the top half of the first inning with
no score so far.
No score, leadoff walk for naught. And we're heading into a short break. We'll be back soon.
Muss das wieder nochmal starten. Ja, let's talk a bit about Enobel Marquez. Der hat natürlich seine überragende Leistung im Halbfinale gegen Regensburg gebracht, wo die Heideköpfe auch über 5 Spiele gehen mussten. Und Enobel ein Complete Game, Shutout Game gepitcht hat im 5. Spiel, was dann die Heideköpfe mit 1:0 gewonnen haben. Nur darum stehen sie überhaupt heute hier. Also von daher hat er seinen Ruf als gerade in entscheidenden Momenten besonders stark zu sein, wieder einmal ist er gerecht geworden.
A crafty veteran, no doubt. 46 years old, but still throws with the best of them in the German Bundesliga. And he'll be starting off. First 3 hitters for the Capitals. He'll be facing shortstop Eric Blank, followed by Nick Michelli and then Wilson Lee. And the first pitch in there for strike 1.
Ja, Eric gestern sehr unglücklich, 0 for 4, 0 for 5 sogar.
Yeah.
Inside Pitch hier. Aber gut, das haben wir vorhin schon gesagt, der Eric hat mit dem Mike Bolsenbrück halt große Probleme. Wir hoffen oder wir gehen mal davon aus, dass es heute besser laufen wird. Outside Pitch hier.
Takes that one outside. Oh, 1-2 now the count.
Ja, weil der Eric Brank hat gerade in den Playoffs, ist er zu großer Form aufgelaufen. Das muss er jetzt heute wiederfinden. Hat ja 6 Home Runs geschlagen bisher in den Playoffs.
Well, the Capitals really, and he takes strike 3 and...
Beginnt aber hier wieder mit einem Strikeout. Das ist natürlich schade für den Eric.
Which brings up the right fielder, Nick Michelli. Oh, Nick Michelli. Yesterday he went 1 for 4. Batting .321 in the playoffs. And he turns the bunt, pulls back, and the inside pitch. 1-0 the count now. To the right fielder, Nick Michelli. And again, he bunts in. That's a high one over the head of Enobel Marquez, and he's safe.
So that was a little bit lucky. Bisschen Glück hier, dass er über Marquez hinüberfliegt, der Ball, und dadurch dann auch nicht zu holen ist für den Second Baseman. Also ein sehr unorthodoxer Bunt, würde ich das mal nennen.
Yeah, that one really smashed it into the ground, and it bounced over the head of Marquez, who is not as athletic as a younger pitcher would be. And the infielders, second baseman, couldn't get there in time to throw out Nick Michelli. Oh, Bonn's first runner on base with a bunt single.
Something wrong here.
And looks like
Some dirt
they're doing
in his
some
shoes.
cleats. Too much dirt on his cleats. Clay stuck there. Maybe he slipped because of that, trying to get to that ball. They got a big stick. And problem solved for the starting pitcher of the Heideköpfe. Well, 1 out and a runner on first base. On the bunt single. And that brings up Bonn's starting pitcher, Wilson Lee. Well, Wilson Lee with 4 home runs in these playoffs. The Capitals simply have gone to town when it comes to home runs in the playoffs. 6 home runs for Eric Brink, 6 for Terrell Joyce, 4 for Wilson Lee, 4 for... one more with 4.
And they had, I mean, except yesterday with 2 home runs. So all in the playoffs, they had 21 home runs.
Yeah.
So that is quite a lot, because they don't have that many games when you could look to the regular season. And in the playoffs, they played only best of 3. So.
Yeah. First pitch was a strike, and the left-hander throws over to first base, keeping Nick Michelli honest. Nick Michelli is a base-stealing threat, likes to run on the bases, has a good-sized lead. Next pitch, and another throw over to first base. Pitch comes to the plate. Fouled off. Count now 0-2 to Bonn's starting pitcher. Now Wilson Lee hitting .345 in the playoffs, and
No, not in the playoffs. Our stats here
for
are
the
complete
season?
season. Yeah,
Okay.
361. So we even included the game yesterday. So
Okay.
these are the stats here in
Okay.
black. So.
Oh, and 2 the count. Wilson Lee back into batter's box. Marquez throws. That one's inside for ball 1. 1-2 now. And Wilson Lee fouls that one off. Count remains 1-2. In the on-deck circle, cleanup hitter and first baseman in this game, Terrell Joyce. Max Schmitz sends the signs to Wilson Lee. Nick Michelli with the lead off of first. Throw comes. That one just inside. Ball 2. Two and 2 pitch. Michelli runs. And good that he did, as that prevented the double play. Throw over to first. That's a fielder's choice. Force out at first base. And Nick Michelli advances. And that brings up Terrell Joyce, playing first base today. As I just mentioned, he has 6 home runs in the short playoffs so far. And there's strike 1.
Yeah, over the season, 13 home runs by Terrell Joyce.
Almost a homer a game. And he fouls that one back, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Naturally, Capitals would like to jump out to the lead against a pitcher like, and that one's tight inside. First ball for Terrell Joyce. Count now 1-2. Because when you have a pitcher like Marquez on the mound who can throw complete games, who can throw shutouts, naturally 1 or 2 runs may make the difference, assuming Capitals pitching is equally good. Count now 2-2 with 2 outs. Hit here would probably drive in Michelli. He'll be running on the hit. Next pitch is high. The count goes full. So Terrell Joyce battling back. Might even be that Marquez doesn't have a big problem giving him a pass and going to the next hitter, Daniel Namhunt. Full count pitch comes. That one is fouled down right field side. As the count remains the same. 3-2. Nick Michelli returns to second. Pitcher's ready. Batter's ready. Crowd is ready. And he takes ball 4. Draws the walk after falling behind 1 and 2 in the count.
Good battle hier von Terrell Joyce. Bekommt am Ende den Walk.
And now stepping to the plate is the second baseman today. Normally plays third base, Daniel M. Hunt.
Ja, aber in diesen Playoffs hat er meistens erste oder zweite Base gespielt, weil Joe Wittig stand meistens auf der dritten Base. Aber Daniel M. Hunt kann im Infield eigentlich alles spielen. Er kann auch Shortstop spielen, also auch ein Infield Utility Player.
Yeah. Takes that one, called strike 1. Runners on first and second base for the Capitals. And ground ball to third base, over to first. And that ends that small threat for the Capitals. And after one full inning of play, there's no score between the Bonn Capitals and the Heidenheim Heideköpfe. This is Capitals baseball. And we head into the second inning with no score in this game 4 of the German Baseball Championship. Stepping to the plate is right-handed DH hitter Simon Güring.
No, it's Drew Jansen.
Oh, sorry. No, you got me there. Third baseman Drew Jansen. Skipped one ahead. So Drew Jansen yesterday got a hit, one of the 4 hits for the Heideköpfe, 1 for 4.
Ja, Drew Jansen hat ja letzte Woche das zweite Spiel gegen uns als Pitcher gewonnen. Also da hat er stark gepitcht, ein bisschen profitiert von den Calls des Umpires, aber insgesamt eine starke Leistung.
And he's ahead on the count 2-0. That one's called high ball 3. 3-0 now, the count to Drew Jansen. Wearing number 8. And 4 pitches, 4 balls, and he takes first base. Just like the last inning, the leadoff hitter draws base on balls, and now that brings up the DH, Simon Güring.
Ja, wie ich schon gestern erläutert habe, der Simon Küring seit vielen, vielen Jahren ja eigentlich der Catcher der Heideköpfe, aber aufgrund von Knieproblemen spielt er in dieser Saison nicht mehr Catcher, sondern spielt DH, also für seine Hits ist er immer noch gut mit einem
That one's fouled off.
Mit einem Schlagdurchschnitt von 431, das kann sich durchaus sehen lassen.
Yeah. Oh, 431 hitter. Grueling. That one gets into, and that gets away from Vinny Islands. Bounces off of his knee pad, it looked like. And towards the Heideköpfe dugout, and that allows Drew Jansen to advance to second base. So similar to last inning, the runner gets to second base. This time nobody out. Wilson Lee
into the dirt.
Not finding the strike zone at the moment. 2-1. Making some noise here. Next pitch comes. That one's inside in the dirt, and it's now 3-1. As Wilson Lee struggling this half of the inning to find the strike zone. Next pitch game. That's also low for a strike, or for a ball, sorry. Now runners on first and second. And there's Maurice Wilhelm going out to the pitcher's mound to talk with Wilson Lee, yesterday's winning pitcher, playing the role of pitching coach in this game. And this is really the situation that Max Schmitz had hoped to avoid. Let's hope nothing's happened so far, and that can turn around quickly as the next batter for the Heideköpfe steps to the plate. That's the first baseman Ludwig Glaser. Glaser yesterday pinch hit, 0 for 1. And that one also low in the dirt for ball 1.
Ja, wichtige Situation hier für Wilson Lee. Er muss die Strike-Zone wiederfinden.
And that one also.
Gelingt ihm aber nicht.
Ball 2, 2-0. Well, the pitcher really could use a double play here. That'd be nice, or a strikeout. He's got to get put that ball in play, or let it be put in play. Find the strike zone. It's now 2-0 in that one. Change up, called strike 1. 2-1 now the count. And if he's having problems with the fastball, then he'll have to go to some kind of a change-up, curveball, see if he finds the zone there. Next pitch comes, and that one's shot down the left field line, and that is a fair ball.
Fair ball.
As Heidenheim score the first run of the game on a long single by Ludwig Glaser to drive in Drew Jansen. And take the lead 1-0. So still nobody out. Simon Güling could advance to third on that hit. Justus Selecki got to the ball quickly and prevented Glaser from advancing to second base on that hit that reached the fence. And first pitch to the next hitter, Simon Litka, is a strike. And Vinny Allens stands up quickly, looks the runner on third back. Oh, count now 1-1, nobody out. First run already scored in this game. And there's a line drive just over the glove of Eric Blank and into left center field. And center fielder Danny Lankhorst gets it in quickly as the second run scores on that single.
And still no one out.
No one out, and that's the cost of walking your batters. The batters get onto base without having to hit the ball. Forces the pitcher to really give him pitches to hit afterwards. So now we have runners on first and second. Nobody out. First two runs are in this game, and throw back to second. Plaza dives back in ahead of the throw. And standing in the batter's box now is the catcher, Yannick Malta. And he lays down a bunt, and Wilson Lee has no choice but to go to first base to get the first out of the inning, but both runners can advance on that sacrifice, putting runners on second and third. We go back to the top of the order here with the shortstop Philip Schultz stepping in. He drew a walk in his first at-bat, or his first plate appearance. So lefty against lefty, and he launches one to right field. Nick Michelli gets under it, catches the ball, and a long throw to the plate, and that goes over the head of Vinny Allens. Strong throw, but too strong, but would have been that was deep fly ball there. And so sacrifice fly for the shortstop. Drives in the third run.
Ja, starkes Inning hier der Heideköpfe, die profitieren davon, dass der Wilson Lee ein bisschen Probleme mit der Ballkontrolle hat.
Stepping up to the plate now is Sasha Lutz, who struck out in his first at-bat. And again, Vinny Allens makes a move, put that runner back at third, or a little closer. 2 outs now. Score is 3-0 for the Heideköpfe against the Bonn Capitals. And that one touches the outside corner for strike 2. Sasha Lutz in the hole. Left-handed hitter against left-handed pitcher Wilson Lee. And that one is high and inside. A little bit of chin music there for Sasha Lutz. And first ball. As he picks up his bat. Smooths the dirt on the right side of the plate. Runner on third base. 3 runs have already crossed the plate. Pitch comes from Wilson Lee. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout against Sasha Lutz. But not before 3 runs cross the plate for the Heidenheim Heideköpfe. As we head into the bottom half of the second inning, it's the Heidenheim Heideköpfe 3, Bonn Capitals 0. This is Bonn Capitals Baseball Network. We're back at Bonn on Caps TV. Heading into the bottom half of the second inning. Leading off for the Capitals will be the catcher, Vinny Allens. Vinny Allens with 1 home run in these playoffs. He went 4 for 4 yesterday, 2 RBIs. And he takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Now between innings, and he hits that one out of play. Between innings, Mike Bolzenbuch had a short conversation with the home plate umpire. Always reminding the umpire, hey, you got to call more balls for us, huh? When we're at the plate. Although they had plenty in that last inning. Nevertheless, and there's a hit right back up the middle. Nice.
Vinny macht da weiter, wo gestern aufgehört hat. Hit von Vinny Allens. 5. Hit in Folge.
5 hits in a row now for Vinny Allens. Exactly what the doctor ordered for the Capitals, and that brings up the left fielder Justus Leckie.
Naja, genau das, was der Vinny sich vorgenommen hat, weil er bisher in den Playoffs nicht besonders gut war.
Yesterday, Justus with a 3-run home run.
Ja.
Wind blowing in a little bit. He'll have to put a little bit of extra mustard on it to get it out of the park, as the wind blowing in from left center field. Vinny Allens with a moderate lead off of first base. Marquez throws to the plate and gets strike 1. One and one pitch, runner on first base, and that one's outside for ball 2. 2-1 count now to Justus Leckie. And I think Angela would agree with me, and most anybody would, after giving up 3 runs, 1 or 2 runs would be really important in this half of the inning,
klar.
huh? And that one catches the inside part of the plate.
Wir haben die Inside Corner nicht gesehen, aber egal. Ja, aber natürlich, klar, die Capitals müssen eigentlich alles daran setzen, jetzt 1, 2 Punkte zu machen, um dran zu bleiben.
Ja.
Gar keine Frage.
That one in, and Justus Leckie with a short exchange.
Das sind wirklich Inside-Pitches, die nicht über die Platte gehen. Aber das ist ein Problem, was wir letzte Woche auch schon mal hatten. Muss man sich dran gewöhnen, dass der Schiedsrichter die Insides alle als Strike callt.
Oh, German commentary here, pointing out the inside corner is greatly extended. Justus Leckie does sit high on that plate. He's very close to the plate. And now Leonard Vela, a little bit more in the middle, but that one catches the outside corner then of the plate. And it falls behind on the count 0-1. And an old fox, crafty fox like Enoel Marquez knows how to use that. Because he'll nibble on the corners as much as he can if the umpire's going to give him those pitches. But it's now 1-1. 1 out as the Capitals look to claw back a little bit, reduce that lead after 3 runs were scored in the first inning, or in the second inning, sorry, by the Heideköpfe. Marquez throws over the first, no problem though. Leonard's is back, and Leonard Vela waits for the next pitch. Comes, and Vinny Allens runs, and another high chopper that gets over Marquez's head. And somehow they managed to get Leonard Vela out at first base. I don't know if I saw that correctly, but it looked like Leonard stopped almost a moment or slowed down. But I'd have to see the replay.
Ja.
I just felt like
you should never slow down.
No. That was my impression, but I was only what I saw out of the corner of my eye. You have to see a replay there. But nevertheless, Vinny Arlenz gets to second base.
Danny Langhaus jetzt am Schlag.
Well, center fielder Danny Longhorst. And gets a nice piece of that one, but pulls it down the left field line. Foul. Good elevation angle there.
Ja, schön hoch. Bisschen zu weit links.
Yeah.
Nächstes Mal den Parkplatz anvisieren.
Yeah. Anyone who parks their car, I don't really know why people would park their car out there.
Ja, aber sie sind nicht zu nah dran heute am Zaun. Also sind schon vorsichtig geworden, die Leute.
And that one's fouled off into the Capitals dugout almost. Count now 1-2 to the center fielder. 2 outs, no runner on second base. That's Vinny Arlenz on second base, and time is called by the catcher. Seems to have got something in his eye. Yeah, pulls his mask, helmet off, rubs his eye. There's a little bit of wind coming from center field, so it'd be easy for some dirt to get kicked up or an insect flies into his eye through the mask. But he's ready now. Yannick Walter, next pitch, swing and a miss, and that ends the bottom half of the second inning. No run scored for the Capitals. The Heideköpfe lead after 2 full innings of play, 3-0. This is Caps TV.
Ich glaube, wir müssen von Spiel zu Spiel schauen.
Ich glaube, wir werden uns von Spiel zu Spiel steigern.
Spiel angreifen. Wir haben noch ein Riesenspiel, jetzt erstmal wieder am Freitag vor der Brust.
Jetzt ist am Samstag ein schweres Spiel.
Und Sonntag geht's weiter.
Es ist nur ein Spiel. Was danach kommt, das wird man sehen.
Egal, was danach kommt, wir zeigen es live. Mit allen Spielen der 3. Liga, der Penny DEL und der Easy Credit BBL. Nur beim
ist Mia. Mia hat zu Hause einen richtig schönen Designboden, der aber auch leider oberflächige Schäden und tiefe Kratzer aufweist. Dr. Schutz hat dafür die Lösung mit Produkten für die Reinigung und Pflege, wie das Designboden-Pflegeset und um tiefe Kratzer zu beseitigen, das Scratch Fix Repair Set. Und damit Mia genau weiß, wie man ihre Böden zu Hause perfekt pflegt und schützt, gibt es unsere Tutorials auf dem Dr. Schutz YouTube-Channel. Für Mia und euch alle. Damit muss sich Mia nicht mehr um ihre Böden sorgen, sondern das
Ball habe ich einen Ball.
And we're back. Yeah, back in Bonn now as we head to the 3rd inning. A little bit of a scare just now as Terrell Joyce, it seems like he either missed the ball or wasn't paying attention, and I think he took one on the noggin as he was lying on the ground between just before we came back, but he seems okay. And now Wilson Lee faces the heart of the Heidenheim batting order. Starting off will be Gary Owens, who struck out in his first at-bat. And he hits a grounder to Eric Blank on the first pitch, and the shortstop throws it over to Terrell Joyce for a quick out.
That was quick, yeah.
And exactly what the doctor ordered for Wilson Lee. Get a quick out, keep those balls on the ground, maybe just let the batters put it in play, see what happens. Now stepping to the plate is the right fielder Sean Larry, who also struck out in his first at-bat in the first inning. Right fielder squares the bunt, but that one's outside. Ball 1. Maybe Max Schmitz should be also talking to the umpire a little bit about the calls, huh?
Gute Idee.
And that one, he squares the bunt, it fouls it back. 1-1.
Ich weiß nicht so genau, was die Intention hier ist, ein Band zu legen, aber gut. Vielleicht wollen sie die Bonner Defensive überraschen, aber das gelingt jetzt nicht mehr.
Nevertheless, the infield is back, so they are expecting him to pull. They got the shift is on.
Ja, so wie gestern, also das komplette Infield ist bei Sean Larry nach rechts rübergerückt, also Shortstop, Eric Frank steht auf der Second Base, Leonard Weller auf dem Shortstop und auf der dritten Base, die ist offen.
Yeah.
Das,
which is probably the mentality here, the thinking, okay, if I can bunt one down the third base line, I'm going to get on. And count is now 2-2 to Sean Larry. So there will be no bunt now, or it would be dangerous since he has not made any good contact with his 2 bunt attempts. Next pitch, that's inside.
Nice pitch.
Inside this
auf der
time.
anderen Seite called er inside nicht als Strike.
And now we got a full count to the right fielder. Well, even the Capitals have jumped on to the strategy here, and that one is called high. And Sean Larry gets to first base on a walk as the infield shifts back to their normal positions. As Drew Jansen, the third baseman, comes to the plate. He drew a walk and would come around to score on Ludwig Glaser's single last inning. And Wilson Lee throws that one high. Runner on first base, and that one's low as Wilson Lee struggling yet again. Goes to the rosin bag, steps on the rubber. Sean Larry takes the lead off of first base. Next pitch comes. And that one is called outside. Ball 3.
That was on the corner, but anyway.
3-0 count now. Let's see if he just takes this pitch. There's strike 1.
Same location.
Three and 1 count now. Double play would do us good here in the Capitals commentary, and that check swing is called a strike. Three and 2 now the count. Full count. And runner will go on any contact. And he gets called strike 3 as he thought that was going to be ball 4. But wasn't too vehement in his hesitation there. If he can have a vehement hesitation. But now it's Simon Güring, the DH, designated hitter, also drew a walk last inning. And he would score on Simon Liedtke's single. Oh, 2 outs now. With the runner on first base.
Nice pitch. bisschen verstehen wir den Umpire nicht, weil egal wo der hinwirft, der Willie, er callt ihn nicht.
2-0 count now. Wilson Lee getting a slightly smaller strike zone. And that was popped to the right field side. Nick Michelli goes into foul territory to make the third out of the inning. So no damage done on the leadoff walk. And the Capitals will be coming to bat in the bottom half of the third inning with the score Heidenheim 3, Bonn 0. This is Caps TV. We're back in Bonn now with the bottom half of the third inning in store and the top of the lineup for the Capitals. Eric Brink will be leading off. He took a called strike 3 in his first at-bat. That one's low and called on the check swing. Strike 1. So unfortunate for Eric there, and now he takes strike 2. And there's a lot of catcalling now as the umpire looks over to the Bonn dugout. A little bit of chatting there. And that is ball 1 outside. A 1-2 count now to Eric Blake. And that one high, ball 2. Still early in the game, but it'd be nice to get some runners on base. Bring them around to score. Early, late, doesn't really matter. The count now full to the shortstop. And Anorbo Marquez throws that one outside. And Eric Blank comes back from the brink after falling behind 1-2 and draws a walk. Oh, a leadoff hitter is on for the Capitals. And coming up to the plate is going to be the right fielder, Nick Michelli. Who got a bunt single in his first at-bat.
Ja, ich würde das einen Bunt-Hit nennen.
Bunt-Hit, yep.
Es war über den Kopf von Anorbo Marquez hinüber.
Exactly. And this time it looks like no sign of a bunt as he takes a big swing and misses. Strike 1. Eric Blank leads off first base. Nice, sizable lead there. And this time he does turn and fouls that one back on the bunt attempt and falls behind 0-2 in the count. Oh, very unlikely that he'll try and bunt again. Capitals runner with a good lead off first base, and he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
He fooled him on that, so.
Got him outside pitch there. Was a little bit ahead. And now it's the starting pitcher, Wilson Lee, who can help his own cause with a hit. He grounded out to the shortstop in the first inning in his first at-bat. And he lines one over the head. That's out of here. That is what a pitcher should do for himself when he steps to the plate. Wilson Lee takes the first pitch with a home run and shortens the lead to 1 run. 3-2, Capitals. Three to two, I should say, for Heidenheim. 2 runs for the Capitals there. That was a no-doubter. And that gets the fans on their feet. As Wilson Lee takes that fastball and deposits over the right center field fence. Sean Larry could really only turn around after a few steps and watch that one fly over his head and over the fence. 3-2. We've got a game again. And that one is again on
the inside
part of the plate, not plate, to Terrell Joyce. 0-1 to count.
Ja, das ist etwas, wo sich die Spieler jetzt drauf einstellen müssen. Der Schiedsrichter callt die Insides, die nicht mehr die Corner berühren, aber trotzdem als Strike.
Yeah. Terrell fouls that one back. Now behind on the count, 0-2. But Wilson Lee with his 5th home run in these playoffs. And that curveball gets Terrell Joyce. Swing strike
Terrell
3.
Joyce hat echt Probleme. Gestern hat es schon nicht geklappt und heute bisher auch nicht.
Did draw a walk, but he's 0 for 1 now after strikeout there. Daniel Lamb Hunt steps into the plate. He grounded out to the third baseman in his first at-bat. And Lamb Hunt with a very impressive playoff so far. And a swing and a miss. Well, Marquez coming in with some change-ups here, taking a little bit of pace off of his pitches, and that's catching the Capitals hitters off guard. There's a fastball right down the middle of the plate.
Inside call. Ja.
Inside corner is the heart of the plate for the umpire today. And strike 3, swing and a miss to end.
Kein gutes At-Bat hier von Daniel Lamb Hunt. Hat sich da ein bisschen frustrieren lassen und ja.
But nevertheless, Wilson Lee with a 2-run home run to shorten the Heideköpfe lead. Now 3-2. This is Caps TV. Well, there's a short delay here in Bonn as first baseman Terrell Joyce was being tended to in the dugout, but he's now on the playing field as Wilson Lee concludes his warm-up pitches as we enter the fourth inning, and it'll be the bottom of the lineup he's facing here in the fourth. Leading off is Ludwig Glaser. Hit a single and RBI in the second inning. Would come around to score also, and strike one. And that curveball in the dirt, ball one. Wilson Lee looking for a little more consistency in this fourth inning. And that inside pitch is called inside. Ball two. 2-1 now. To the first baseman, Glaser. Next pitch comes, and that's a fastball. Low for ball three. Glaser back in the batter's box. Pitch comes, and that curveball is called low for ball four. So this is, I believe, according to my records, the third leadoff walk in 4 innings for the Heideköpfe. Wilson Lee making it tough on himself. Simon Liedtke now the hitter, second baseman. Had an RBI single in the second inning. First pitch is in for a strike. Well, he fouls that one. Foul tip. Strike two. Now the second baseman for the Heideköpfe has fallen behind in the count, 0-2. And Wilson Lee, there's a line drive to Eric Blank, and he throws to first on a double play. Beautiful play, heads up there by Eric Blank.
Ja, tolles Play bei Eric. Holt den so aus der halben Höhe und ist sofort im Ansatz zum Wurf, sodass der Läufer nicht mehr rechtzeitig zurück kann. Ein schönes Double Play hier der Capitals, genau das, was sie jetzt gebraucht haben.
Wilson Lee, thankful, can give a short applause to Eric Blank as he catches that one at his knees, and Ludwig Glaser had drifted just a tad bit too far off of first base, and it was hard because it could have landed on the ground and he would have had to have run anyway. So Glaser really had no choice but to run a little bit. Turned out to be too far. And that's the second out of the inning. Double play, 6-3. And that one outside. Ball two. Catcher Yannick Walter at the plate now. He had a sacrifice in his first at-bat. And grounder to Lennart Vella, who throws over to first, and this time a minimum number of hitters. Not a 3 up, 3 down, but 3 runners, 3 outs. And the score remains 3-2 for the Heidenheim Heideköpfe after 3.5 innings. This is Caps TV. We head into the bottom half of the fourth inning, and Capitals catcher Vinny Islands will be leading off. He had a single in his first at-bat.
Ja, mal schauen, Vinny gut drauf. Also 5 Hits in a row. Gucken, ob er das fortsetzen kann.
So, 5 at-bat hitting streak against the Heideköpfe, and that one's fouled into the dugout of the Heideköpfe. But they were ready for that one as the catcher falls behind 0-1 on the count. Some clouds rolling in here. No threat of rain, and he hits another one right to the pitcher. And this time the catcher picks it up just in time to throw out Vinny Islands. Tough luck there.
Ja, war ein guter Band, aber
about 1 or 2 meters further, and you probably would have had that hit. Because one thing is for sure, is Normal Marquez not fleet on his feet.
That's it. Es hätte ein bisschen näher an den Pitcher rankommen müssen, dann wäre das auf jeden Fall ein sicherer Lauf zur ersten gewesen.
But good play there, I must admit. Give him credit. Yannick Walter jumped out quickly and got that ball, grabbed it for the first out of the inning. And now it's Justus Leckie, the left fielder. He was called out on strikes in his first at-bat on that inside part of the plate where everything is called a strike. And Justus Leckie really in tight over the plate. He's behind 0-2. And that fastball gets past their left fielder. Oh, 2 up, 2 down. Third baseman Lennart Villa. It's the next hitter. He grounded out with the chopper over Marquez's head, but it was gobbled up there by the second baseman Liedtke, and he was thrown out. And another strike. And this one, strike
Diesmal
2.
die outside corner.
The discussion continues here in the commentary booth about the strike zone, and that one's called ball 1. Well, the veteran Marquez nibbling on the corners a lot, getting some very, very doubtful calls. And he thought that one was strike 3 as he's walking back towards the dugout.
Also normalerweise muss man dafür eine Verwarnung kriegen, oder? Wenn man einfach schon vom Mount runtergeht. Das geht ja gar nicht.
He was the only one who really thought that was strike 3. Nobody on the
war so
field.
weit outside, das hat ja jeder gesehen.
Oh, Lennart Villa, 2-2 count now. And he can't catch up to that fastball and strikes out. 1-2-3 inning there for Marquez. And after 4, the score is Heidenheim 3, Bonn 2. This is Caps TV. It's the top half of the 5th inning, and the Heideköpfe will be leading off with the top of the batting order, Philipp Schulz. He's 0 for 0. He has a walk and a sacrifice fly. And he's fallen behind. Now it's 1-1 to count to Schulz. Lefty against lefty. And that changeup is
Nice pitch.
called a ball for some reason. Fouled back. 2-2 now to the Heideköpfe shortstop. Wilson Lee pitches and strikes out Schultz. Nice pitch there, low. Schultz couldn't get to that. That's 6 strikeouts now. 5 strikeouts, sorry, 4. Wilson Lee. And now at the plate is Sascha Lutz, who himself has struck out 2 times, and he hits one, slashes it down the left field line.
That's foul
ball. As he's now behind on the count, 0-1. Ball 1, 1-1 now. Sascha Lutz awaits the pitch. Fastball fouled in the dirt. Strike 2.
Ja, Wilson Lee ist wieder ein bisschen besser ins Spiel gekommen. Im zweiten Inning sah er nicht so gut aus. Aber mittlerweile geht's ganz gut.
Faced only 3 batters last inning after that double play line drive or soft line drive to Eric Plank and threw over to first. Strikeout to lead off this inning. Sascha Lutz in a hole 1 and 2. And he stays alive with that chop swing. Fouls that back. Count remains 1 and 2. Well, if Wilson Lee can keep that up. And there's another one where Sascha Lutz keeps himself alive. As he awaits something better to hit. Wilson Lee steps back on the rubber. Lutz waits. Lee gets the sign. And that changeup is high. 2-2 now. Check. And held up according to the third base umpire. Oh, count goes full. As Sascha Lutz battles his way back to a full count. That's a 3-2 score. And he gets the strikeout. Pulled the string on that one as Sascha Lutz was far ahead of the ball. And the second out of the inning.
Ja, wie ich schon gerade gesagt habe, der Wilson Lee ist wieder ein bisschen besser reingekommen.
Ja.
Ab und zu schon einige Balls, oder eine ganze Menge Balls wirft er ja sogar, aber im entscheidenden Moment klappt es im Moment ganz gut.
Yeah. Oh, Wilson Lee now finding the groove. Next hitter is Gary Owens, who takes strike one. Well, the top of the batting order for the Heideköpfe having no real luck. It was the heart of the order, the middle part of the order, where the damage was done. And Gary Owens is 0-2 in the count. He has struck out. He grounded out to the shortstop. 0 for 2 so far. Real open stance there by Owens. And that fastball is fouled back. Where are the kids running to chase after the ball? There used to be so many.
Normalerweise laufen die schon, die Bälle wieder zu holen, aber
vielleicht ist das
Spiel zu spannend.
Yeah, not many kids here today. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You want to stay and watch the game. Stay in their seats. And that curveball is called strike 3.
3 Strikeouts von Wilson Lee. Starke Pitching hier.
Excellent inning.
In diesem 5. Inning.
And after 4.5 innings of play, score still tight. 3-2 for the Heideköpfe. This is Caps TV.
Sport.
Ja, ich glaube, wir müssen von Spiel zu Spiel schauen.
Ich glaube, wir werden uns von Spiel zu Spiel steigern.
Nächstes Spiel angreifen. Wir haben noch ein Riesenspiel, jetzt erstmal wieder am Freitag vor der Brust.
Es ist am Samstag ein schweres Spiel.
Und Sonntag geht's weiter.
Es ist nur ein Spiel. Was danach kommt, das wird man sehen.
Egal, was danach kommt, wir zeigen es live. Mit allen Spielen der 3. Liga, der Penny DEL und der Easy Credit BBL. Nur bei Magenta Sport.
Mia hat zu Hause einen richtig schönen Designboden, der aber auch leider oberflächige Schäden und tiefe Kratzer aufweist. Dr. Schutz hat dafür die Lösung mit Produkten für die Reinigung und Pflege, wie das Designboden Pflegeset und um tiefe Kratzer zu beseitigen, das Scratch Fix Repair Set. Und damit Mia genau weiß, wie man ihre Böden zu Hause perfekt pflegt und schützt, gibt es unsere Tutorials auf dem Dr. Schutz YouTube-Channel. Für Mia und euch alle. Damit muss sich Mia nicht mehr um ihre Böden sorgen, sondern kann ganz beruhigt unsere Caps anfeuern. Go Caps! Das ist Mia. Mia hat zu Hause einen richtig schönen Designboden, der aber auch leider oberflächige Schäden und tiefe Kratzer aufweist. Dr. Schutz hat dafür die Lösung mit Produkten für die Reinigung.
Also zurück hier im Ballpark in der Bonner Rheinaue in der unteren Hälfte des 5. Innings. Mit den Bonnern in der Offensive und Danny Langhorst. Ja, nice try. Also Danny hat genau das versucht, also mehr Richtung Pitcher zu bunten. Diesmal war Enobel Marquez aber schnell genug unten.
Yeah, that bunt was a little too direct. They're testing Marquez, the 46-year-old. Not with a lot of success, though. Now, the top of the order for the Capitals with Eric Blank stepping in. He has a walk and a strikeout. He takes strike 1. The 0-1 to count. 1 out already. And that ground, a hot smash through the legs of the third baseman. And Eric Blank with a big turnaround first. And a runner on base.
Ja, der Eric, wie gesagt, seit gestern wartet er, dass er mal einen Hit landet. Ist die Frage, ob das jetzt als Error gescored wird, aber es war ein harter Schlag, also kann der Third Baseman durchaus durchlassen.
Had to see what the official call on that would be. It went right through the legs, right at him, but it was a hard shot. Nevertheless, Eric Blank on base. And Nick Michelli up to the plate. He's 1 for 2, and he hits a high fly ball to left field. And
Kein Problem.
no problem there for Sascha Lutz. And it's the second out of the inning.
Na, das geht jetzt ein bisschen schnell hier für die Capitals.
Ja,
Im letzten Inning auch schon. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. One batter's getting on, or only a couple of pitches, instead of forcing Marquez to throw some more pitches. And now, home run hitter Wilson Lee steps to the plate in his last at bat, a 2-run home run to shorten that lead to 1 run. Lee hits a hard one.
Aber nicht weit genug.
Yeah,
Wieder in den Handschuh von Sascha Lutz.
Sascha Lutz with another put out. It's a little too fast there.
Ja, sehr schnelles Inning-Hälfte hier. Nur wenige Pitches für Anabel Marquez. Es bleibt beim 3:2.
3-2 the score after 5 full innings of play in Game 4 of the German Baseball Championship. This is Caps TV. And we head into the 6th inning. Norbel Marquez needed a total of 5 pitches in that last half inning to retire the Capitals. He has a total of 67 so far in the game. Wilson Lee with quite a few more, 86, and that's fouled straight back. Sean Larry, the batter, right fielder, has a walk and a strikeout. As the Capitals look to retire the Heideköpfe as quickly as was just done by the Heideköpfe. Fastball is outside. 0-1 to Sean Larry. Ground ball up the middle. That plane can't get to that. And
Ja, Lead-off-Single von Sean Larry.
that brings up the third baseman, Drew Jansen. Scored the first run of this game in the second inning. on a walk. Now after drawing a walk, and also a strikeout. First pitch to the third baseman is high. 0-1. Sean Larry with a nice size lead, and that one is called
fair.
Called fair, although there was no real sign from the third base umpire that ball was fair. He just looked at it, didn't show any arms, and they got a double as Larry advances the
Ja,
third.
aber die Spieler sind nicht ganz einverstanden, wie man hier sieht. Die diskutieren das noch mit dem Umpire Dirk Biel. Aus ihrer Sicht war der links vom Bag.
And Mark Schmidt's talking with the home plate umpire about that call because there was never a sign made by Dirk Biel. He didn't wave one way or the other, and Mark Schmidt's just letting the home plate umpire know, hey, we got to know what you're calling here. Now Mark Schmidt's going to talk to his pitcher Wilson Lee, and he has just made the signal for Nick Michelli to enter from right field. That was the looks of it, as he distinctly signaled to Nick Michelli, and that is going to be it for Wilson Lee, who pitched 5+ innings.
Ja, war so half and half, würde ich sagen. Einige Innings sehr, sehr gut gepitcht. Im zweiten Inning leider Probleme gehabt, wo die Heideköpfe dann auch direkt 3 Runs gescored haben.
Ja. And so.
Aber gut, dazu muss man auch wissen, dass der Wilson Lee nicht mehr regelmäßig auf dem Mound steht.
Ja.
Wir haben eben die Problematik mit den Starting-Pitchern besprochen.
Well, Nick Michelli will be entering the game, or should say taking to the mound after having played right field. Looks like Wilson Lee exited the game. We'll have to see who will take.
Nee, ich gehe davon aus, dass Wilson Lee im Right Field jetzt spielt.
Okay.
Der holt sich einen anderen Handschuh.
Okay, so.
Ich glaube nicht, dass er den Wilson Lee auswechselt.
Yeah, there would be no good reason to with his bat take a big challenge for, I'd say, any pitcher. 45 pitches, not a small number. Yeah, Wilson Lee going into right field. A big challenge for any pitcher at any level. Back-to-back days after particularly 45 pitches the day before. But these are extraordinary circumstances, and so Max Schmidt's going with his best pitcher.
Ja, genau. Für Max Schmidt er muss ja dieses Spiel gewinnen, also die Capitals müssen dieses Spiel gewinnen, sonst ist die Serie vorbei.
Ja.
Und ist klar, dass er dann den Nick Michelli auf den Mound stellt, der gestern sehr, sehr gut gepitcht hat und der jetzt versucht zu verhindern, dass die Heidenheimer weitere Runs erzielen.
Ja. And it's a sticky situation for Nick Michelli. Nobody out, runners on second and third. And stepping to the plate will be the designated hitter, Simon Güling. He's got a walk today, and he fouled out. And that one almost gets
inside.
Güling very inside, as Güling didn't really make any move to avoid that pitch. Just turned a little bit. I had the impression he wanted to get hit by it. But he didn't. 1-0 the count. And Michelli with some heat there to even at 1-1. Well, Nick Michelli going a little bit 3/4, and that one more or less over the top. Yeah, he's ready. Simon Güling taking his time. Big at-bat here. And that one's called
inside call, strike.
An inside strike. As Güling turns back to the umpire, Danielzik. He's also riding right on top of the plate. Güling, and there's a chopper. No foul was called. Now you can't. And they tags Güling. Now what's the call? Not sure, the home plate umpire, not sure, der Daniel
Das ist
Dirk Biel.
Das ist natürlich jetzt ziemlich...
So now the umpire's meeting at the pitcher's mound. What happened there? And now it's called a foul ball.
Ja, also ich würde sagen, das ist jetzt nicht wirklich eine souveräne Schiedsrichterleistung, was wir hier sehen.
Well, Simon
es
Gürling
gab
gets
keinen Call vom Umpire, von daher...
after a short discussion, that was called a foul ball. A little bit of confusion here. Umpire's not making the best impression. And there's a ground ball right back up the middle. 1 run in. Second run coming in. And then a play back at second base. And there, no play. Runner advances on the throw to home. 2 runs are in on a single by Simon Gürling as he then advances to second on the throw. And all of a sudden, Simon Gürling, where we thought he was out, drives in 2 runs. And that's some big damage for the Capitals. Score now 5-2 with a runner on second base and nobody out still.
Ist natürlich schon ärgerlich nach dieser Konfusion, die da gestiftet worden ist. Nick Michelli dachte, er hätte den Runner ausgemacht.
Yeah. But now, first baseman Glaser. And Nick Michelli stops halfway through the windup, looks to second. Next pitch, curveball, is called foul. By Dirk Biel at third base. 0-1 count, nobody out. 2 runs already scored this inning by the Heideköpfe. There he drops down, and there's a hit into the right center field gap. Gürling is held up by the coach at third base.
Und erneut ein Hit, also
4 hits in a row now.
das klappt jetzt für den Nick Michelli nicht so wie gewünscht. Er wollte ja eigentlich die Runner an den Bases halten.
A very tough situation for the Capitals. Runners on the corners.
Ja, und immer noch keine Aus.
No outs. With the second baseman Liedke, Simon Liedke, coming to the plate. He has a single and hit into a double play. He's 1 for 2. And Nick Michelli scrapes the ground, scrapes the dirt on the mound with his pitching hand. A little frustration there, I think. First pitch to Liedke in the dirt, ball 1. But no time to let the emotions get the best of you here.
Ich glaube, das ist hier im Moment ein bisschen das Problem von Nick Michelli.
Yeah, really just gotta knuckle down.
Dass er sich ein bisschen geärgert hat und sich nicht mehr ganz konzentrieren kann.
Well, Vinny Allens took a moment there. Hey, calm down. Let's get this batter out. Strikeout would be a good way to get that. And there's a grounder to the second baseman. They go to second for the out. First a double play, but a run scores on that. Nevertheless, 2 outs on that. Very nice play by the center of the infield. The 4-6-3 double play, but a run scores also. Yannick Vetter now, with the bases empty. First pitch is a ball. And there's a high fly ball to center field. Danny Lankhorst camps under that to end the inning. but not before 3 runs come across the plate for the Heidenheim Heideköpfe. Again, the bottom part of the order doing the damage, unfortunately, for the Capitals. It's 6-2 after 5.5 innings. This is Caps TV. They're going into the bottom half of the 6th inning. The score is 6-2 for the guests from Heidenheim. Terrell Joyce will be leading off. He has a walk and a strikeout.
Ja, es ist dieses Wochenende bisher nicht Terrell Joyces Wochenende, wollte ich sagen. Zeigt wirklich nicht seine beste Performance hier.
Strike 2 looks.
Gut, jetzt im Moment ist er ein bisschen angenockt, weil er da vorhin an 1 den Ball irgendwie ins Gesicht gekriegt hat, aber trotzdem, auch gestern hat es ja nicht geklappt bei ihm.
That one is called a ball. One and 2 the count. Yeah, he fouls that one. It might just be right on our heads if a little further.
Nee, der Ball kommt nicht wieder runter.
The count remains 1 and 2 to Bonn's first baseman today. Fastball inside, ball 2. Interesting.
Good call.
He stays alive. Fouling that one back.
Ja, für die Capitals zählt es natürlich jetzt. Sie müssen jetzt Runs machen, das ist gar keine Frage.
Base runners are needed. And he slashes one into right center field, and the center fielder can get under that one.
Er kann.
And catches it.
Nicht ganz weit genug, da hatte der Terrell natürlich auf einen Home Run spekuliert. Aber Gary Owens kann ihn erlaufen.
And that means Daniel Lamb Hunt is the next hitter. He's 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to the third baseman and a strikeout. We're past the halfway point of the game for the Capitals, and when Wilson Lee hit the home run to go 3-2, and there's a bad pitch to swing on there for Daniel Lamb Hunt. 1-1. The home run by Wilson Lee made things were looking up.
Daniel Lamphant auch noch nicht wirklich in shape heute.
One thing I can say for Marquez is he has frequently gotten ahead of the hitters on the count. Lots of 1 and 2 swings, 0 and 2 counts, and that makes it very difficult on a hitter. You can stay alive, but you never really get the pitch you want when you're facing those kinds of counts. Marquez really has not been pushed very hard. Go deep into counts, 3 and 2, 2 and 2. It's happened too seldom. Counts now 1 and 2. Daniel Lamphant stays alive, having fouled back that last pitch. Next pitch comes, and there's a high pop fly behind home plate and into the stands. Foul.
Ja, müssen sich die Zuschauer kurz mal in Sicherheit bringen.
There's a heads up there, people. Huh?
Ja, die meisten glauben es ja nicht.
Of course, if you look up at the wrong time, you get it right in the face. But the count remains 1 and 2. Lamphant staying alive. Vinny Arlen's on the on-deck circle, and there's a line drive to Gary Owens.
Genau in den Handschuh.
Only has to crouch a little bit to catch that one. 2 outs in a row to the center fielder. Vinny Arlen will step to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. So the score is 6-2 for the Heideköpfe, the defending champions. They're looking to seal the deal for their 6th title. And there's another fly ball. This one
Gary
is
Owens.
Yeah,
Nee,
that
diesmal
one's
kommt der Lefty,
Sascha
Sascha
Lutz.
Lutz.
Oh, 3 fly balls this inning. And a 1-2-3.
Ja, die Capitals machen es denen natürlich jetzt im Moment relativ leicht, den Heideköpfen. Mal gucken, 3 Innings sind noch Zeit.
Score is 6-2 as we head into the top half of the 7th inning. But first, this break. This is Caps TV. And we're back in Bonn and at the Heidenheim Stadium, where usually you're not happy as a pitcher or a team to see the the top of the batting order. But the Capitals can actually be very happy to see the top of the batting order again because the Heideköpfe have done absolutely nothing, the first three hitters. Amongst them, they have a walk in 9 at-bats, or 9 plate appearances, a walk and a sacrifice fly. Can give them credit there. But otherwise, lots of strikeouts. And Philip Schultz already in the hole, 0-2. So the Heidenheim shortstop 0 for 4 yesterday. Today he is 0 for 1. And there's a ground ball to the second baseman. And Daniel Namhunt gets him out easily at first. For the first out of the inning. Oh, Nico Michelli.
Ja, sieht so aus, dass der Nick ja jetzt sich ein bisschen eingegroovt hat.
Yeah.
Etwas wirklich unglückliches Inning, das letzte für ihn. Er dachte, er hätte einen Strikeout-Call, dann wieder zurück auf den Mount, dann ein RBI-Double bekommen, also schon ärgerlich.
Yeah. Nick Michelli, a fast worker here, gets the ball and he's ready to throw it again. Already ahead 0-1 on the count to Sascha Lutz. That one's called outside, 1-1. No, 1-1 with 1 out. Next pitch, fastball, called low, 2-1. Three strikeouts today for Sascha Lutz. 1, 2, 3, counting. And that curveball is inside, ball 3. As Sascha Lutz looking to change his luck a little bit. That curveball called strike. Nice curveball. Sascha Lutz was taking all the way there. And that fastball is called strike 3, and Sascha Lutz looks again at the umpire and has a word or two to say. And he has struck out 4 times today.
Ja, Sascha Lutz nicht sehr happy hier.
2 up, 2 down. And that brings up Gary Owens, he himself with 2 strikeouts today. And also grounded out to the shortstop. And he fouls that one off the plate. Strike 1. Oh, if the Capitals had only faced these 3 gentlemen all the time, each inning, they'd be doing okay.
Ja, das ist eigentlich erstaunlich, weil gerade so Leute wie Gary Owens zum Beispiel, die eigentlich sehr, sehr schlagsicher sind, hat gestern keinen Hit gehabt und hat auch bisher heute keinen Hit.
And that one's called strike 2. As Gary Owens walks away, shrugs his shoulders. 0-2 the count. Nick Michelli looking to retire the side here, and that fastball is, and that is check swing not held up, and a strikeout.
3 schnelle Strikeouts hier.
2 strikeouts out of 3, and that's the end of the 7th, top half of the 7th, with the score 6-2. And we got to have a quiz, don't we?
Yeah.
It's
quiz
time.
Shall we go on, and then we have our trivia question here. I don't have a multiple choice though.
All right, people just got to know.
Are you ready to go?
I'm ready. You can't look.
Okay, here's the question. Albert Pujols.
No, Albert Pujols. Mm-hmm.
Albert Pujols of the Dodgers is the #1 active career MLB home run leader. With, anybody knows it? 676 home runs.
Is that the quiz? I know.
No, the question is, who's number 2?
Ooh, active player.
Active player.
Now that's a good question. Let's do this. We're going to take a. We'll go off air.
And my hint is that the second one,
Yeah.
with his next blast, has his 500 career home runs. So
yeah, I know who it is.
He's at
I know.
499 right
now.
now.
Okay, that's a giveaway. Can I answer or?
No,
we got to let the
people a little bit.
Okay,
chance,
all right. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
So my hint was that.
That
so
hint that made it very easy. Yeah. Okay. Well, it made it easy for me because I'm half of the 7. 9 outs remaining for the Capitals to turn this game around, a 4-run deficit, and it's going to be Justus Leckie to start off here in the bottom half of the 7th. With the left fielder had with 2 strikeouts so far, 0 for 2. Well, let's go, Justus. Get on base. And he hits a fly ball to right
it's a
field.
Fly ball.
Another
Okay.
fly ball. And so Marquez really making it easy for himself.
Yep. Too many fly balls here.
Too
from
many
the
fly
Capitals.
balls, quick fly balls also. Unfortunately. Now that one caught by Sean Larry. Now Lutz, Owens, and Larry getting some action, but very easy, lackadaisical fly balls most of the time. Next batter is Lennart Vella, who takes strike 1. And fouls that one. He's behind on the count quickly, 0-2. No, Marquez really got to hand it to him. He knows how to put the hitters in the hole. They're not not hitting the ball at the right angle, not many ground balls. Fly ball's been very easy the last few at-bats. And strike 3. 3 pitches, 3 strikes.
Wieder schnelles Aus hier von Enobel Marquez.
This is very unfortunate, you could say, for the Capitals fans. I want to see runners on base, and Donnie Lundqvist will step to the plate. Center fielder today is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Now it's called a ball. Number 9 hitter. And he gets a very, that's almost an Ephus pitch.
Yes. off speed, so to speak.
Very, very off speed, but it's strike 1. Fastball makes that 85-mile-an-hour fastball look fast when it's 55 before.
Approximately.
These were all rough guesses by me. The previous pitch or the before that was very slow. And that curveball is
outside corner.
Positive
strike.
Striker.
3 schnelle Aus wieder hier für die Capitals, die bis auf das eine Inning mit dem Home Run von Wilson Lee nicht wirklich eine Waffe finden gegen Enobel Marquez. Gut, wir sprechen uns gleich wieder. Es steht 6-2 für die Heideköpfe.
The quiz answer, the trivia question, lots of answers coming in. I think our IT experts, Tom and Max, looking at all the answers being entered here.
We had one right answer.
That meant there were 20 wrong answers, huh?
At least. Also die richtige Antwort, the right answer is yes, Miguel Cabrera.
Miggy!
Detroit Tigers.
The Detroit Tigers, Miggy.
I don't know, maybe in the meantime he hit already his 500 career.
I didn't
home
know,
runs.
he didn't. I would have seen it in the results
because
yesterday.
our trivia question was from yesterday.
Yeah,
so.
but he's still at 499. There was a no-hitter last night. Another no-hitter.
Okay.
The 8th one of the season. This time an Arizona pitcher. His first major league start. Gilbert. I don't know his first name. I think it's Danny. But we should come back to the action. It's a 2-1 count on the first hitter in the top half of the 8th. That's Sean Larry, the right fielder. He has drawn a walk. Also hit a single, scored in the 6th inning. Nick Michelli doesn't get the call there. The count goes to 3-1. Oh,
Ja,
3-1 count.
Die Zuschauer hier unermüdlich feuern ihre Capitals an.
And a leadoff walk to Sean Larry.
Outside Ball hier von Nick
Ja.
Michelli.
Well, leadoff runner. And that brings up, again, the middle part of the order has caused headaches in this game for both Wilson Lee and Nick Michelli. That curveball is called as ball 1. But you have to hand it to the Capitals fans. They are firing the team on, cheering them on.
Ja, sie sind alle ab hier, versuchen da noch was zu bewegen.
Oh, it's a 1-1 count to Drew Jansen. Throw over to first. Sean Larry's back. Pitching from the stretch. And lays down a bunt. Very nice job there. Only play at first, and he had to. Terrell Joyce took his foot off the bag.
Ja, off the back.
And I can't understand that. It wasn't a great throw, but it wasn't a poor throw, and I think that's just inexperience. He's not a first baseman. Not quite sure what happened there. Unfortunate. Should have been the first out, but instead, runners are on first and second. As this middle heart of the order causing problems once again. Simon Guling, the DH, and Nick Michelli steps off, turns to second. As there's traffic on the base paths. Curveball fouled back. Oh, 0-1 to count. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. Fastball. Strike 2. Throw to second as if it had been a clean throw, they would have had the runner.
Es war ein schlechter Wurf, muss man ganz klar sagen.
Too bad for Nick Michelli, because
hat sich auch geärgert, dass er den Wurf nicht sauber gesetzt hat.
It's tough to turn around 180 degrees and make a good throw. And they definitely would have had Sean Larry there. Next pitch. And that's called a ball. Makes the count 1-2. Ground ball to Eric Blank, and he can't handle the ball correctly. Can't handle it. He drops it, and all runners are safe.
Erst haben die Bonner kein Glück, jetzt kommt auch noch Pech dazu.
Yeah, you can say that again. When it rains, it pours. And you have to call that one E6.
Den hatte der Eric eigentlich schon sicher und dann...
I think Eric was thinking a little too much about getting to the base first and didn't have the ball in his glove. That's... Even pros do that. Wow. Big test now for the Capitals and pitcher Nick Michelli. With runners on all the bases. Sean Larry at third. Drew Janssen at second. And Simon Güling at first base. Batting, Ludwig Glaser with 2 singles today. And he hits a shot into left field, and there's going to be 1 run. And they're sending the second runner home. And he's safe. 2 runs on that single by Ludwig Glaser. Now some intense bleeding here, you could say.
Das könnte jetzt die entscheidende Führung sein für die Heideköpfe bei noch 2 Offensiv-Innings der Capitals. 8-2 wird schon schwer.
A 2 RBI single by Glaser. His 3rd hit of the day, 3rd single and a bunt. And then the ball, Nick Michelli throws a little low, and Daniel Lamhan can't hold it.
Also dieses Inning ist wirklich zum Wegwerfen für die Capitals. Erst verliert Eric Brank den Ball, jetzt verliert Daniel Lamhan den Ball, obwohl er schon sicher auf der Base steht. Also, ja.
So now again the bases are loaded, nobody out. Have to call that probably an E4. The ball looked catchable. With runners, with Heideköpfe at each base. Score is now 8-2. 2 runs already across the plate this inning. And that one's in the dirt. Ball 1-2. Yannick Walter. Infield is in. They're going to go home no matter what. If they get the ball, then force out would be at home plate. You can't allow any more runs at this. And that one's fouled back. Evens the count at 1-1.
Ja, man merkt aber den Bonner Spielern schon ein bisschen an, dass sie ein bisschen nicht mehr wirklich dran glauben.
No.
Also, das merkt man schon.
Yeah, that's... Hope reigns eternal, but that's about all you can say at the moment. Tough to really pull yourself up by the britches and say, let's get this game, let's get back in it. as the middle part of the order and the lower third of the order has wreaked havoc on Bonn today, unfortunately. That fastball's outside, and the count now goes to 3-1. Nowhere to put the batter. One good way of looking at it is if you can get this guy out, the top of the orders comes up, and that hasn't been very problematic for the Capitals this game.
Yeah, but with bases loaded, you never know.
Don't want to do that, yeah, but they're going to be runners on the base path unless they get a triple play here. I'm just trying to be optimistic.
Yeah.
Full count now. Bases are loaded. Infield is in. A curveball, and that's shot into left field. And Yannick Walter celebrates as he goes to first base. Another run scores. The bases remain loaded.
Immer noch Bases loaded, kein Aus. Das sieht jetzt bitter aus hier für die Capitals. Jetzt kommt erstmal Head Coach Max Schmitz auf den Mound.
And it looks like they're gonna. Max Schmitz has come out of the dugout, and are they going to try and go with some help from the bullpen? Yeah, that is the case. So this time he is calling
Chili.
So Justus Recchi is coming out of the game, apparently. Probably Nick Michelli will get his outfielder's glove.
Christian Tomsich ist der neue Pitcher.
And Tomsich. Christian Tomsich is the new pitcher. 3 runs have already scored here in the top of the 8th. And there's still no outs for the Austrian.
Ja, da wir ja kein DH haben, muss natürlich, wenn Nick Michelli jetzt vom Mount geht, muss einer raus. Wenn der Christian Tomsich eingewechselt wird, das wird Justus Recchi sein. Nick Michelli wird ins Left Field gehen.
And since there's no DH, Wilson Lee started the game as the pitcher, and he was, you could say, the kind of DH. They did not use the DH. Now they will have to sacrifice left fielder Justus Recchi. Nick Michelli will go into left field. Wilson Lee, the starting pitcher, has already moved to right field after he swapped with Nick Michelli in the 5th inning. Oh, Christian Tomsich, it'll be his task to stop any more runs from scoring.
Naja, Christians Rekord ist nicht gerade so richtig aufbauend. Also er hat noch nicht viel gepitcht, der war auch nicht die ganze Zeit da. Der österreichische Pitcher hier mit Wohnsitz in New York hat 12.1 Innings gepitcht, dabei 27 Hits gesehen, 21 Earned Runs. Dabei war allerdings auch in dieser Saison ein Spiel gegen, ich glaube es war Doren oder Paderborn in der Regular Season, wo er gleich in einem Inning 9 Runs hinnehmen musste. Ja. Gut, aber er hat sich, das war am Anfang der Saison, also ist auf jeden Fall besser geworden. Er hat zum Beispiel auch beim Champions Cup in Ostrava gepitcht und sich da von einer ganz guten Seite gezeigt. Und letzte Woche
pitched
nicht.
2 innings in Heidenheim last week in the first game. Surrendered in those 2 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs. And it's up to him if Bonn really want any chance to climb back into this championship final. Then it's going to have to be on his back against Philipp Schulz, who is oh for 2 today, and he's already behind in the count, 0-2. The infield playing double play depth at this moment. They're going for the outs now Terrell Joyce and Leonard Vella almost in on the grass though. And good pitch there. Christian Tomzig with with the strikeout. And that's the second one that Philip Schultz has today. And that brings up Sascha Lutz, who has struck out 4 times so far in this game. So if there's a good candidate for another strikeout, a 5th strikeout, because nobody at the moment can get a 5th strikeout, I believe, then it's going to be Sascha Lutz. 1 out now. Double play will end this inning. And that first pitch pulled that one a little too much. Ball 1. It's 9-2. And that curveball is off the glove of Tomzig and then had a chance to get the play at the plate, but he couldn't grab the ball in time. Couldn't get a hold of it. He knew the play at the home plate was possible, but never could get a hold of it, and I think you have to call that one E1. And that plates the 10th run of the game for Heidenheim.
Ich habe es ja eben schon mal gesagt, also nicht nur, weil die Heidenheimer die ganzen Punkte machen, aber auch was wir für Fehler haben im Infield in diesem Inning ist schon ziemlich heftig.
That is the 3rd error this inning by the Capitals. And you can't do that against a team of Heidenheim's caliber. Ground ball and then another bobble, but they get the runner out at home. Leonard Vella, good play, just barely, as Gary Owens grounds out 5-2. And stepping to the plate is the man who started this inning, Sean Larry. He drew a leadoff walk. Would come around to score, and there's a ground ball to Daniel Lamhunt. He throws the first, and things can look really easy sometimes.
Yes.
4-3, and that's the end of the top half of the 8th inning, but not before 4 runs score, and the lead has ballooned to 8 runs for the Heideköpfe, who smell another championship. And we'll be back in a few moments. This is Caps TV.
Müssen wir von Spiel zu Spiel schauen.
Ich glaube, wir werden uns von Spiel zu Spiel steigern.
Nächstes Spiel angreifen. Wir haben noch ein Riesenspiel, das ist erstmal wieder am Freitag vor der Brust.
Es ist am Samstag ein schweres Spiel.
Und Sonntag geht's weiter.
Es ist nur ein Spiel. Was danach kommt, das wird man sehen.
Egal, was danach kommt, wir zeigen es live. Mit allen Spielen der 3. Liga, der Penny DEL und der Easy Credit BBL. Nur beim Magenta Spiel.
Ich glaube, wir müssen Pflege, wie das Designboden-Pflegeset und um tiefe Kratzer zu beseitigen, das Scratch Fix Repair Set. Und damit Mia genau weiß, wie man ihre Böden zu Hause perfekt pflegt und schützt, gibt es unsere Tutorials auf dem Dr. Schutz YouTube-Channel. Für Mia und euch alle. Damit muss sich Mia nicht mehr um ihre Böden sorgen, sondern kann ganz beruhigt unsere Caps anfeuern. Go Caps! Das
Hätten wir ja alles besser.
The top of the Bonn lineup will start the bottom half of the 8th inning with Eric Blank, who has scored one of the 2 runs for the Capitals today. He's 1 for 2. He has a single. Scored on Wilson Lee's home run. let's start this inning with a hit of any kind.
Ja, das ist natürlich das Inning für alles oder nichts jetzt. Also entweder die Capitals scoren jetzt noch ein paar Runs oder kann sich ja keiner vorstellen, dass man gegen Enobel Marquez dann noch 8 Runs im letzten Inning scored.
And a pitcher like Enobel Marquez simply has the mettle to win big games. You mentioned it before the broadcast. He won that 5th game, 1-0 against Regensburg a few weeks back. And he's been cruising for the most part, only having given up that 1 home run to Wilson Lee. But for the most part has had a fairly easy time of it. Counts 2-2.
Ich denke, das ist so ein bisschen der Vorwurf, den sich die Capitals machen müssen. Sie haben es dem Enobel auch relativ leicht gemacht, ja. Also das sieht man auch an der Zahl seiner Pitches. Er hat jetzt 89 Pitches in 8 Innings.
Ja.
Oder nicht ganz 8 Innings. Das zeigt, dass da hat auch nicht genug Battle stattgefunden an der Platte, ja.
Yeah, absolutely. And you have to hand it to the Heideköpfe. They did that. They recognized somebody like Wilson Lee simply doesn't have the pitching experience. He's not going to outwit them probably. And they battled. They made him finally throw the pitches that they wanted instead of him getting to throw the pitch he wants. And that's tough if you're not finding the strike zone like Wilson Lee. Oh, nice hit there, Nick Michelli. Valiant attempt by Philip Schultz. Just past his glove, and Nick Michelli gets on base with 1 out. Oh, second hit of the day for Nick Michelli. Rome wasn't built in a day, they say. And so, let's see, Wilson Lee playing right field now after having started the game as the pitcher. He has a home run to his name.
Ja, 2-run homer im 3. Inning.
And first pitch is called a strike. Oh. Let's see what Wilson Lee can do. Keep this game on inning alive. And fouls that one almost into the Heidenheim dugout as he falls behind in the count. 0-2. Curveball outside. Ball 1. Capitals have a runner on base. Nick Michelli at first. Next pitch. And swing and a miss on that curveball. Wilson Lee looked like he was swinging for the fence there. And now Terrell Joyce comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today with a walk. Pop up.
Behind the backstop.
Yeah. Well, 12 strikeouts so far for Marquez. He has been a factor of an iffy strike zone at times. 1-1 to count to Terrell Joyce.
Ja, also bisher kann man sagen, es war sicherlich nicht das Wochenende von Terrell Joyce.
No.
Er kann mich jetzt Lügen strafen.
There's a shot in between shortstop and third base. Gets his first hit of the game. And so the inning continues with runners on first and second. Daniel Lamb Hunt will come to the plate. He's looking for his first hit of the day, 0 for 3.
Ja, sicherlich auch bisher enttäuschend. Wobei gestern hatte er 2 Hits, aber heute hat er noch nicht getroffen.
That one's low in the dirt. Ball 1. Runners on first and second. And that was check swing held up. Ball 2. It's a grounder to the shortstop, who throws the second for the force out to end the bottom half of the 8th inning. And after 8 full innings of play, the Heidenheim Heideköpfe just 3 outs away from their 6th title, defending their title. Score is 10-2. This is Caps TV. We're back in Bonn.
Also neuer Pitcher hier auf dem Mount. Das ist der Youngster, 17 Jahre alt, Paul Schmitz. Der Bruder vom Headcoach. Der Paul hat bisher in dieser Bundesliga-Saison noch nicht viel geworfen. Guck mal gerade nach. Hier und da mal ein Inning.
And while Angela is doing that, also third base, there's a new player in Joe Wittig taking over.
Ja.
For Leonard Weller.
Also 3 Innings hat der Paul in dieser Saison bisher geworfen, also nicht allzu viel.
Ja.
Mit einem ERA von 3, weil er einen Run kassiert hat. Aber gut, natürlich ist das für so einen jungen Mann immer eine gute Erfahrung, im Finale mal auf dem Mount zu stehen.
And he faces Drew Janssen. And it counts now 2-0 to the Heidenheim third baseman, who has scored 3 runs today. He is 2 for 3 with a single and a double. And Paul Schmitz down in the count behind 3-0. That one's outside. Drew Janssen watches.
Four-Pitch Walk.
Four-Pitch Walk.
Ja, vielleicht noch kurz zum Paul. Also der war dieses Jahr ja mit der U18 schon erfolgreich. Bei der Europameisterschaft sind die Dritter geworden. Also spielt noch bei den Junioren an sich, ist aber natürlich genau wie Noah Lind, der auch 17 ist, schon in der Bundesliga auch mit integriert.
So Lou Helmich stepping in now, taking over at DH for Simon Güring.
Vor dem Spiel hieß es, Lou Helmich hätte sich verletzt. Na gut. Weil kurz vor dem Spiel wurde die Line-Up nochmal geändert von den Heideköpfen und Lou Helmich wurde rausgenommen.
Well, he was going to play in the field. Maybe they just had an arm issue. They took him out. Now he's in as DH. Counts 1-1. Runner on first base. Only fouled back. Wouldn't be in good taste for a Heidenheim runner to try and steal a base at the moment with an 8-run lead. Curveball is outside, ball 2. Schmitz comes with the pitch and punches who...
Late Call, aber Strikeout Call. Lou Helmich auch etwas überrascht.
Called strike 3. But he's not the first batter to be a little surprised by a called strike today. And Ludwig Lanza, third baseman, digs in. He's 3 for 3 today. 3 singles, and that pitch really got the outside corner, the far outside corner. Strike 1. Runner on first base. Fastball is high. Ball 1. To Ludwig Laza. Laza got 2 RBIs in his last at-bat. That really rang in the end of this game. Made the score 8-2 in the 8th inning. Count goes up to 2-1, 2-1. Fastball, that's
Foul
it.
ball.
Foul ball down the right field line. Out of play. Count remains 2-2. Paul Schmitz feeling more comfortable on the mound after giving a leadoff walk on 4 pitches. Got a called strike 3 against Lou Helmich. 2-2 to Glaza. He fouls that one back. Oh, the wind has shifted again. It was blowing in, it was blowing out. Now it's from right to left. Curveball is high. Count goes full with 1 out. Another foul ball. This Glaser stays alive. Making Schmitz toss a few more pitches than he would like. With the score 10-2 here, it's the top half of the 9th inning. And the Heidenheim Heideköpfe batting with the 8-run lead. And that one's outside. Ball 4. Oh, runners now at first and second. And for Simon Liedke, new player. That's not. Oh no, sorry, not my mistake. Still wearing the number 2. And second baseman takes ball 1.
Ja, der Paul Schmitz hat hier Probleme mit seiner Ballkontrolle, darum wirft er auch recht viele Balls.
Ja.
Also ja, auf jeden Fall, sein Fastball ist richtig fast für einen 17-Jährigen. Trifft allerdings nicht immer die Zone, das ist das Problem.
Yeah. Still got to put it over the plate. Yeah, strike 1. 2-1 now. And Guests have runners on first and second. Well, Schmitz really does have some heat. Can throw a good fastball. So he's getting to pass the batters when he does get it over the plate. 2-2 pitch. That's outside as he is unable to close the deal. Oh, 3-2 count. Full count. Runners will go on contact. Next pitch, and that one's high and inside for ball 4.
Dritte Walk bei drei Battern, das ist natürlich nicht so eine gute Bilanz und da kommt schon auch Max Schmitz und wird wahrscheinlich den Pitcher wieder auswechseln. Das ist so ein bisschen, das hatten wir, ich glaube im zweiten Spiel gegen Paderborn auch, da hat der Head Coach Max Schmitz allen Pitchern noch mal ein bisschen Spielpraxis gegeben.
Ja.
Jetzt kommt der andere Youngster, das ist Noah Lind, 17 Jahre auch, spielt mit Paul Schmitz zusammen bei den Junioren an sich. Bei den Junioren ist aber in der Bundesligamannschaft integriert, auch im Training und so weiter. Das sind diese Jungs, die eben in dieser Saison durchaus ihre Erfahrungen sammeln, wobei...
Noah Lind he's got some innings under his belt too.
Ja.
Got a good...
5.1 bisher in dieser Saison, ein Earned Run. Daran erkennt man auch schon, dass die eben langsam rangeführt werden, sonst hätten sie schon mehr gepitcht. Also insgesamt muss man ja sagen, dass, das haben wir heute auch gesehen, da fehlte schon der starke Starting-Pitcher heute bei den Capitals. Ja. Also der Wilson Lee hat seine Sache ganz gut gemacht, aber er spielt eigentlich nicht mehr Starting-Pitcher. Er macht es nur, wenn Not am Mann ist sozusagen. Ja. Das hat er in Ostra, war überragend gemacht beim Champions Cup. Aber man merkt das natürlich, wenn in der Pitching-Order die beiden Top-Pitcher fehlen mit Sascha Koch und Marcus Jensen, dann ist es natürlich schwer, das zu kompensieren.
But nevertheless, the Capitals are, as you mentioned, they're getting getting some depth in their pitching roster. So it's could say a tough lesson.
Also zum Beispiel, wenn gestern, wenn er nicht verletzt wäre, Sascha Koch gestartet hätte man heute Maurice Wilhelm starten lassen können zum Beispiel.
Ja. Well, batting at the plate here for Heidenheim is the catcher Yannick Walter. He drove in 2 runs in his in his last at-bat. As Noah Lint takes on the task of trying to end this inning, the top of the ninth. There's one out. The bases are loaded, however. No runs have come across the plate yet. 1-1 pitch. Fastball hit to the third baseman. He can step on third, and his throw to first is off target a little bit. And so Joe Wittig.
Da ist wieder so ein bisschen die Wurfschwäche von Joe Wittig zu sehen, die er auch in den letzten Spielen schon gezeigt hat. Er sichert dann den Ball an der 3, kriegt den Wurf nicht sauber zu 1. Ja, ich wollte nur mal sagen, also gut, die Bonner haben Pitching-Probleme. Natürlich braucht es halt einen Gegner, und das sind die Heideköpfe, die daraus Kapital schlagen, die natürlich sowas direkt ausnutzen. Dafür sind sie einfach zu stark, als dass das dann gut gehen kann. So ist es halt.
And you really need, for these series, you definitely need 2 good starting pitchers. If it had gone to a game 5, then things get challenging. Having to go to a third starter most probably. But it doesn't look like we're going to reach that today. Score's now 11-2 on that fielder's choice to Joe Wittig, the third baseman. He was able to step on third to get a man out, but the throw to first was low and not in time. And so Philip Schultz has a chance to regain a little bit of pride. He has 2 strikeouts today and is 0 for 3. The shortstop. It's a 1-1 count. Noah Lint pitches. And that curveball outside. 2-1 now.
Ja, aber ist natürlich super hier zu hören, wenn ihr im Stadion wärt. Hier die Capitals-Fans immer noch voll hinter ihrer Mannschaft.
A credit to the home crowd. Three and 1 count now, 2 outs. Noah Lintz pitches high, and that's
erneuter Walk hier, bases loaded. Die Offensive der Heideköpfe hat es noch gar nicht mitbekommen, dass sie alle eins vorrücken dürfen. Jetzt ein Change am Hitter, das ist Konstantin Holl, der jetzt eingewechselt wird, Pinch-Hitter.
Oh, Anthony Rodriguez.
Nee, das ist Konstantin Holl, wir sind bei den Heideköpfen.
Ah, okay.
Nicht bei den Capitals.
Ah, ja.
Konstantin Holl.
Ja.
Das stimmt schon, bei Bonn trägt Anthony Rodriguez
The number
die 1.
1, yeah. Got that right. Oh, Noah Lint. Let's see if you can seal the deal here, huh? Konstantin Howe substituted for Sascha Lutz. 1-1 the count. That curveball, nice looking curveball in there. 1-2 now. Fastball, fouled back. Score is 11-2. Curveball fouled. And the count remains 1-2. The bases are loaded. 1 run has scored for the Heideköpfe. Konstantin Hahn in the batter's box. Noah Lint gets the sign. Look. And that pitch just outside. Noah Lint wanted to walk off the mound.
Man muss schon immer warten, bis der Umpire seinen Call gemacht hat.
Counts now 2-2. Somebody like Norbel might get that call, huh?
Aber da hat er
And there's the called strike
da hat er den
3.
Call gekriegt.
And that ends the inning. So after 8.5, we have 1/2 inning to go, most likely, as the Capitals face a 9-run deficit in their last at-bat, potentially, unless they score 9 runs to send it into extra innings, or 10 to end the game. We can only hope. But we'll come back in a few moments to see what the Capitals can do. This is Caps TV.
Problem ist ja, sie können ja nicht.
And leading off to the bottom of the 9th will be Vinny Arons. Following him, have to see. It should be Joe Wittich.
Jetzt muss was in Gang kommen hier.
And lastly, and then.
Aber wir wollen auch realistisch bleiben. Die Chance ist tendiert gen 0, dass da noch was passiert.
Yeah. Vinny Arons leading off the bottom of the 9th. Score is 11-2 for the Heideköpfe, as a Norbel Marquez looks to throw yet another complete game.
Yeah, but not shutout.
Not a shutout. He has a save in the finals. Looking to get a victory. And strike 1. 1-1 to Vinny Arons, who has a single, 1 for 3 today. And he's ahead on that pitch, and it's 1-2 now. Oh, Norberto Marquez, simply a sly old dog. So much experience, and it's paying off.
So he got 5 hits, 2 earned runs.
Oh, and that one, that's going to get Vinny Arons is going to be on base as he turns. No reason to push it by turning a single into a double. It hit a rock and went over the head of the third baseman. So
you can at least say Vinny Arons on fire gestern und heute, gar keine Frage. Also heute ist er, was ist er, 3 für 4 oder?
2 for 4.
2 for 4.
2 for 4. Well, yesterday he was 4 for 4. Nice performance then. Vinny Arons can, at least for himself, say he had a good weekend. Joe Wittich now. And apparently he was hit. Oh. Faster than you can say lickety split. There are 2 runners on base.
I think he was hit by pitch yesterday as well. Let me just check.
Okay.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
In his first at bat yesterday, he was hit by pitch.
All right.
Jetzt ist Anthony Rodriguez Klingsing, hier ist jetzt der Bonner, die Bonner Nummer 1. Ist
Anthony Rodriguez.
Pinch-Hitter für Noah Lind, der jetzt eigentlich
Ja.
an der Reihe gewesen wäre.
Okay. A chance to get some experience here in the final game. With a little bit of good fortune, he would probably get to bat again.
Wenn der Toni in der Saison am Schlag war, hat er sehr gut gehauen. Also er hat einen Average von 600.
Aha.
Hat allerdings nicht so viele Innings gespielt,
Ja.
aber wenn er dran war, dann hat er, also in 15 At-Bats hat er 9 Hits gehauen.
Ja.
Also ist schon nicht schlecht.
Now, 9 for 15 this season, Anthony Rodriguez, so no slouch at the plate. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Hey, fouls that one. Woo! He's behind on the count, 0-2. "20-year-old outfielder.
Ja, die Capitals versuchen hier nochmal wenigstens noch ein paar Runs zu erzielen für ihre
Ja.
Fans.
And that one's out of play down the right field line. "11-2. Capitals putting their rally caps on. Fans, a couple fans in the stand have their hands turned inside out, and another foul ball. As now they're putting Anorval Marquez to the test. But they didn't do that often enough today, unfortunately, the Capitals.
Ja.
Count remains 0-2, but Anthony Rodriguez, I think, has hit at least 3 foul balls, maybe 4. And there's a chopper again over the mound. Marquez with the throw. He almost slips. Did slip just a bit, but he manages to get the runner out at first base. None of this was really intentional, but the Capitals really made Marquez run quite a bit today, particularly these choppers that just got over the mound. It's not an easy play when the ball is flying over your head, but he's done a pretty good job to get that first out anyway.
Und der nächste neue Spieler, Kevin Lamberts, für Danny Langhorst im Spiel.
Okay, good.
Also jeder darf nochmal sozusagen.
Yeah.
Kevin spielt normalerweise Second Base. Aber in der Verteidigung werden wir ihn wohl nicht mehr sehen heute.
And he's called strike 2 on that check swing. Failed to hold. And he's in the hole. 0-2. Runners on second and third. A base hit would easily score 1 run, possibly 2. Hard to believe that. And there Kevin Lambert has a couple of words to say as he walks away on that call. Strike 3 that wasn't a strike. That wasn't a strike. That wasn't even close to a strike. That's unfortunate. And that brings up the first match ball for Anorval Marquez, and that's Eric Plank. 2 outs. And I don't know what.
Nobel rettet noch irgendein Tier.
I guess, yeah. Huh? Yeah, certainly. I thought he was putting his contact lens back in.
Ja, das ist schon eine ziemliche Provokation, was er da jetzt macht. Aber gut, so ist es halt, wenn man auf der Siegerstraße ist.
Yeah. Eric Blank. He's 1 for 3 today, and he hits a high pop
Das
fly.
wird das letzte Aus sein.
And the third baseman has caught it. And that is the end of Game 4 and of the German Baseball Championship this season 2021. And the champions this year are the champions from last year, the Heidenheim Heideköpfe.
Ja, herzlichen Glückwunsch an die Heidenheim Heideköpfe, die ihre 6. deutsche Meisterschaft holen, die 3. in Folge. In den letzten 5 Jahren immer auf die Capitals getroffen, 4-mal erfolgreich gewesen. Also herzlichen Glückwunsch. Die Capitals haben einfach in den 4 Spielen, die wir gesehen haben, eigentlich nur gestern ihre normale Leistung gebracht. Die Heideköpfe dafür immer ihre normale Leistung gebracht. Und dann sind sie natürlich stark genug, um hier die deutsche Meisterschaft zu holen. Also herzlichen Glückwunsch an die Heideköpfe. Ich sage noch was kurz zum Ablauf hier. Es wird jetzt gleich eine Siegerehrung geben. Wir bleiben mit dem Livestream drauf. Werden aber nur zwischendurch irgendwie die Awards verkünden, die wir selber natürlich noch nicht wissen. Da müssen wir erstmal gucken, wie wir an die rankommen. Ja, also die deutsche Meisterschaft ist entschieden in 4 Spielen. 3:1 Sieger Heidenheim Heideköpfe zum 3. Mal in Folge. Und die Capitals zum 3. Mal in Folge deutscher Vizemeister. Herzlichen Glückwunsch auch an die Capitals und an die Capitals-Fans natürlich, das muss man ganz klar sagen, die heute alles gegeben haben, was drin war. Und wir sehen jetzt auch gerade, die Fans und die Spieler verabschieden sich für diese Saison. Ist ja ein frühes Ende der Saison dieses Jahr. Das liegt daran, dass im September die Baseball-Europameisterschaft stattfindet. War für die Capitals ohnehin eine kurze Saison, aber wir sind ja froh, dass wir trotz Corona ein paar Zuschauer haben durften. Also herzlichen Glückwunsch auch an den deutschen Vizemeister. Haben alles versucht, hat eben nicht gereicht gegen einen starken Gegner. So ist das Leben.
Yeah, and with that, Angela Beckmann wraps up, summarized it 3 times in a row now for Heidenheim as champions, 3 times in a row for the Capitals as finalists, as runners-up. This is becoming more or less tradition for these 2 teams to meet in the finals. That's at least 4 in a row that the Heideköpfe and the Capitals have played the final. So work for the Capitals. One thing that I would say, I just notice in the finals that, with the exception of yesterday, it seems like the Capitals bats against Heidenheim are pretty silent. And I don't know why that's the case, because they do so well in the Bundesliga North. But Heidenheim really seemed to have their number, I think, on the pitching side.
Ja, letzte Woche war eben das Problem, also gestern hat Bonn jetzt das erste Mal seit Jahren geschafft, Mike Bolsenbrück als Pitcher zu schlagen. Ja. Und das hatten sie sich natürlich auch letzte Woche gewünscht, eins von beiden Spielen zu gewinnen, weil dann wäre die Ausgangslage jetzt bei 2:2. Ja. Und von daher ist das natürlich schade, dass sie letzte Woche offensiv überhaupt nicht an ihre Leistungen anknüpfen konnten. Ja. Mit einem 1:1 zu Hause zu spielen, ist natürlich einfacher, als mit einem 0:2 zurückzuliegen. Ja. Und sie haben das geschafft, was sie schaffen wollten. Sie wollten unbedingt in den Sonntag kommen und das ist gelungen. Also gestern 8:3 gewonnen. Und ansonsten war eben das Heidenheimer Pitching zu stark für die Capitals, beziehungsweise die Capitals Offensive hat auch in Teilen nicht an ihre Normalform angeknüpft. Ja. Das muss man klar sagen. Auch wenn das Pitching stark ist, kann die Offensive der Bonner normalerweise trotzdem ihre Hits und Runs erzielen. Das haben sie übrigens im Champions Cup ja auch gezeigt. Da waren ja die Gegner auch sehr stark. Ja. Wie auch immer, die Heideköpfe sind von der Ausgeglichenheit der Mannschaft und eben auch vom Pitching-Staff dann einfach besser besetzt und haben das eben wieder zu ihrem, wie gesagt, 3. Titel in Folge, der 6. insgesamt. Ja. Wie gesagt, jetzt werden hier die Siegerehrung wird hier jetzt vorbereitet. Das dauert jetzt so einen Moment, weil ja nicht nur der Meister und der Vizemeister geehrt werden, sondern auch alle Awards vergeben werden. Jetzt müssen erstmal die Damen mit den Pokalen da rein. Davon gibt es reichlich. Urkunden, Pokale und Medaillen gibt es reichlich und die einzelnen Awards. Also es wird der MVP ausgezeichnet, der Best Batter und der Best Pitcher.
And who do you think will be best pitcher? I think it'll be a Nobel.
Also es geht ja um die Finalserie, also nur gegen die Capitals.
Ja.
Und da hat er ja nur das heutige Spiel gepitcht. Also,
but he got the save.
Ja, aber letzte Woche hat der Drew Jensen auch ein gutes Spiel gepitcht. Also das zweite Spiel gegen die Capitals. Aber gut, das bleibt abzuwarten. Der MVP wird sicherlich auch aus den Reihen der Heidenheimer kommen. Mal schauen, wer das sein wird. Vielleicht wird der Drew Jensen auch MVP, weil er auch in der Offensive nicht schlecht war. Aber das ist alles Spekulation, das rechnet gerade der DBV aus. Also MVP wird im Grunde nicht nach Statistiken gegangen, sondern man guckt overall. Aber die anderen Auszeichnungen, Best Pitcher, Best Batter, werden nach der Performance beurteilt. Die Ehrung vornehmen werden Philipp Würfel, der jetzt da hinten das gerade fotografiert, und vor allen Dingen Markus Pollmeier, Vizepräsident des Deutschen Baseball- und Softballverbandes. Er wird die Ehrungen vornehmen, da kommt er auch schon zusammen mit unserem Stadionsprecher. Ja, es dauert hier so einen Moment, weil Headcoach Max Schmitz noch die Ansprache an das Team hält. Die Heideköpfe sind dagegen schon zum Sekt trinken und Bier trinken übergegangen. Während Markus Pollmeier, DBV-Vizepräsident, und Stadionsprecher Jörg Recki auf die Teams warten, mit die Ehrungen anfangen können. Was ich eben auch nicht sicher weiß, ist, ob die Auswertungen schon komplett sind. Also wer Deutscher Meister ist, wissen wir. Wer Vizemeister ist, wissen wir auch. Wir wissen nur nicht hundertprozentig, wie die anderen Auszeichnungen ausfallen werden. Ja, vielleicht noch ein Saisonfazit. Also für die Capitals war es keine leichte Saison, weil wir eben eine kurze Saison gespielt haben. 14 Spielen in der regulären Saison. Dann gab es die Corona-Restriktionen. Mal durften Zuschauer, mal durften wenig Zuschauer, mal durften keine. Es war unterschiedlich. Ein paar durften meistens, aber aber es war halt natürlich nie ausverkauft, die Möglichkeit gab es nicht. Also nach wie vor auch für dieses Jahr wieder eine schwierige Corona-Saison, die vor allen Dingen den Norden getroffen hat, weil der Süden hat komplett durchgespielt. Haben sicherlich auch Probleme mit den Zuschauerzahlen gehabt, aber sie konnten halt eine reguläre Saison spielen. Die haben auch in den Playoffs immer Best of Five gespielt. Also im Norden war es eine schwierige Saison, nicht nur für Bonn, sondern für die anderen Teams, die teilweise erst spät in die Saison starten konnten. Also alle hoffen eigentlich darauf, dass es nächstes Jahr vielleicht mal wieder eine ganz normale Saison gibt, wo Anfang April die Spiele anfangen und dann, wann auch immer, September oder Oktober die Deutsche Meisterschaft ausgetragen wird. Aber so ist das in Corona-Zeiten, ist immer ein bisschen schwierig.
Deutsche Meisterschaft Baseball 2021.
So, jetzt geht's los. Auch die Capitals kommen rüber Richtung Auszeichnungstisch.
Markus. Und der wird das Ganze.
Vielen Dank. Liebe Heideköpfe, liebe Capitals, liebe Baseballfreunde hier in der Bonner Rheinaue. Das war sie nun also, die zweite deutsche Meisterschaft, die zweite Bundesliga-Saison unter Pandemiebedingungen. Ihr wisst alle, wie das so vonstatten gegangen ist. Wir haben unterschiedliche Anzahl von Spielen im Süden und im Norden gehabt, aufgrund unterschiedlicher Bestimmungen bzw. unterschiedlicher Bewertungen. Was ist Spitzensport, was ist Profisport, was ist es nicht? Der Süden, noch lauter. Der Süden durfte deutlich eher anfangen als der Norden und selbst im Norden gab es durch
ich hoffe, ihr hört Teile der Ansprache von Markus Pollmeier, der auch
Regelungen
über die Problematik der
unterschiedlicher
Corona-Zeit
Art
spricht.
auch noch einen stufenweise Saisonbeginn und sicherlich alles andere als optimal und wir hoffen alle, dass das dann im nächsten Jahr, in der nächsten Saison deutlich besser wird. Ich darf hier heute auch die Grüße des Präsidiums des DBVs und insbesondere auch des Präsidenten Jürgen Elsässand überbringen, der sich heute im Rahmen des Aufbau Ost auf einem Baseballturnier in Rostock befindet. Auch da die herzlichen Grüße. Ja, ich habe das gerade schon gesagt. Dann dreht doch den Ton. Ich kann nicht leise, sonst muss ich das Mikro wegtun. Ja, okay. Es tut mir leid. Some play loud, but I play 10. Ja, insgesamt hat uns die Saison nicht nur im Rahmen der Pandemie, sondern auch aufgrund verschobener Turniere aus dem letzten Jahr einen sehr engen Kalender vorgegeben. Deswegen stehen wir heute hier Mitte August schon am Ende der Saison mit einem Endspiel oder einer würdigen Endspielserie, wie ich meine.
Sehr, sehr früh zu Ende gegangen ist,
aber es kommt noch eine Menge Baseball. Es kommen noch internationale Turniere, wie jetzt zunächst erst die U23-Europameisterschaft, dann die Herren-Europameisterschaft und auch noch eine U23-Weltmeisterschaft. Aber auch
die U23-Weltmeisterschaft,
im Bereich des Nachwuchses gibt es noch reichlich Wettbewerbe in diesem Jahr.
Die in den Gesamtkalender eingebaut werden
quasi
mussten.
Alle deutschen Meisterschaften noch vor uns und auch alle Länderpokale, unter anderem hier auch in Bonn mit dem U12 und dem U18-Länderpokal und auch der U18-Deutschen Meisterschaft. Also heute ist die Baseball-Saison in der Bundesliga zwar beendet, aber es gibt noch eine ganze Menge Baseball zu schauen in diesem Jahr.
Der Länderpokal war letztes Jahr abgesagt.
Ich möchte mich an dieser Stelle insbesondere bei unserem Leiter Spielbetrieb Philipp Würfel bedanken, der einen Wahnsinnsjob in diesem Jahr wieder gemacht hat, um diese ganzen kurzfristigen Änderungen, die es auch gab. Wir sind im Prinzip von Januar bis April unsicher gewesen, wie können wir starten, wer kann starten. Und Spielpläne mussten geschrieben und umgeschrieben werden. Es gab kurzfristige Änderungen, es gab kurzfristige Regeländerungen. Vielen Dank, Philipp. Herausragende Arbeit. Und ja, ich denke, das ist auch ein Applaus wert. Ich möchte aber auch nicht vergessen, in dem Zusammenhang meinen Kollegen vom Ausschuss für Wettkampfsport zu danken. Ich weiß nicht, ob es allen bekannt ist, aber in der Regel treffen wir uns so 3 bis 4 Mal im Jahr. In den letzten 1,5 Jahren kommen wir, glaube ich, auf 25 Videokonferenzen mit unterschiedlicher Länge und Güte, aber es gab viel zu entscheiden. Ich hoffe, wir haben es einigermaßen gut hinbekommen und insbesondere dann möchte ich auch allen Vereinen und allen Teams danken, dass sie diese Entscheidungen, die nicht immer populär waren und die auch nicht immer eingängig waren, zumindest so hingenommen habt und auch eine ordentliche Saison und eine gute Saison zu Ende gespielt habt. Ich glaube, mit den Heidenheim Heideköpfen und den Bonn Capitals haben die besten Teams Deutschlands hier im Endspiel gestanden und haben guten Baseball und haben nicht nur heute und in der Endspielserie oder in den Playoffs und der regulären Saison Baseball auf allerhöchstem Niveau gezeigt, sondern haben auch den DBV und unsere Farben herausragend präsentiert beim Champions Cup in Ostrava. Dafür auch nochmal ganz herzlichen Dank.
Ja, Markus Vormeier bedankt sich auch bei beiden Teams, die beide auch im Champions Cup, also das heißt die Farben Deutschlands beim Champions Cup vertreten haben, wo Bonn den zweiten Platz belegt hat und Heidenheim den 7.
Viel mehr gibt es von meiner Stelle eigentlich heute gar nicht zu sagen. Also ich gratuliere den Heideköpfen zur Meisterschaft, ich gratuliere den Capitals zur Vizemeisterschaft und ich bin sicher, dass wir Duelle dieser Art zwischen den beiden Teams noch sehr häufig sehen werden in den kommenden Jahren, wenn ich gesehen habe, dass sowohl auf Seiten der Heideköpfe als auch auf Seiten der Capitals Spieler, die noch nicht einmal volljährig sind, auf diesem Niveau und auf dieser Bühne sich präsentieren dürfen. Auch dafür danke den Coaches Klaus Eckel und Max Schmitz, dass ihr das ermöglicht, dem Nachwuchs eben auch hier die Bühne schon zu bieten und damit die Zukunft des Baseballs auch zu ebnen in Deutschland. Vielen Dank.
Dankeschön. So, und jetzt das, worauf alle warten, oder na, fast alle. Wir beginnen mit den Awards und wir beginnen mit dem besten Wetter. Der geht nach Bonn an Russen Lee.
Der Award für Best Wetter geht an Wilson Lee von den Bonn Capitals. Geht um Best Wetter in der Finalserie.
Ja, Corona-konform dürfen wir das nicht übergeben. Der beste Pitcher kommt aus dem Team mit dem anderen Trikot, oder? Heidenheim. Bester Pitcher mit 7 Innings gepitcht, 1 Hit, 1 Run, 2 Base on Balls, 10 Strikeouts. Drew Jansen.
Ja. Bester Pitcher ist Drew Jansen, der letzte Woche im zweiten Spiel mit 10 Strikeouts ich glaube irgendwann, ich hab's gerade nicht im Kopf, den Sieg gegen die Capitals geholt hat.
Das waren die ersten beiden Awards und einen hatten wir noch, den ich in der Form so auch noch nie gesehen habe. Wer schon mal Rocky gesehen hat sowas schon mal gesehen, ne? Das ist der Award für den MVP, der hoffentlich ein altes Kreuz hat. Der wird präsentiert von Moonshot Distribution und der Mann, der diesen Award bekommt, ist mir heute, das muss ich ehrlich sagen, ziemlich auf den Zeiger gegangen. Der stand für Heidenheim auf dem Mount, hat ein Wahnsinnsspiel geworfen. Herzlichen Glückwunsch, Herr Nobel Marquez.
Ja, zum MVP wird der Nobel Marquez Ramirez gewählt, der eine ganz besondere Auszeichnung bekommt. Das ist irgendwie so ein Siegergürtel. Also eine MVP-Auszeichnung ist irgendwie neu, wie beim Boxen, wenn der Weltmeisterschaftsgürtel vergeben wird. Also Nobel Marquez Ramirez, MVP der Finalserie.
Ich sehe das schon, wie die Jungs jetzt jedes Mal, wenn er ins Dugout kommt, Adrian brüllen oder irgendwas. Tja, und leider hat jede deutsche Meisterschaft auch einen zweiten Platz. Der geht heute an mein Team, an unser Team. Herzlichen Glückwunsch, Jungs, zur Vizemeisterschaft. Kommt nach vorne.
So, zunächst wird jetzt der deutsche Vizemeister ausgezeichnet, die Bonn Capitals. Mit Headcoach Max Schmitz, dem Coaching-Staff und dem 25-Man-Roster. Natürlich hält sich die Freude in Grenzen, wie das immer so ist, wenn man Vize wird. Es werden ja keine direkten Ehrungen, also die Medaillen muss sich schon jeder selbst nehmen, das ist Corona-bedingt, also es werden keine Medaillen umgehängt, keine Awards direkt übergeben, muss sich jeder selbst nehmen. Also deutscher Vizemeister 2021, die Bonn Capitals.
Und damit bleibt jetzt nicht mehr viel übrig. Überraschen kann ich jetzt niemanden mehr. Hier liegen noch ein paar Goldmedaillen. Wir gratulieren von Herzen dem deutschen Meister 2021, den Heideköpfen.
Und herzlichen Glückwunsch an den deutschen Meister 2021, die Heidenheim Heideköpfe.
Euer Pokal, eure Medaillen.
Zum 3. Mal in Folge und zum 6. Mal insgesamt. Herzlichen Glückwunsch.
Sechster Titel für die Heideköpfe. Das heißt für uns, wir brauchen 5 Jahre, bis wir ausgleichen. 2026 ist es dann soweit. Ich hoffe, dass ich das moderieren darf. Das war sie also, die Finalserie um die deutsche Meisterschaft 2021 zwischen unseren Gästen, den Heidenheim Heideköpfen, und unseren Jungs, den Capitals. Ich wünsche schon mal von hier aus allen Zuschauern einen schönen Restsonntag. Kommt gut nach Hause. Wünsche den Fans aus Heidenheim eine möglichst staufreie Heimfahrt.
So, das war's mit unserer Übertragung. Herzlichen Dank für die diesjährige Baseball-Saison an alle, die zugeschaut haben, sowohl live in den Stadien, wo es erlaubt war, als auch bei den Livestreams, die ja viele Teams mittlerweile anbieten. Die Baseball-Saison in der Bundesliga zumindest ist beendet. In den anderen Ligen läuft sie natürlich noch weiter, also auf allen Landesebenen zum Beispiel. Es gibt auch noch ein paar deutsche Meisterschaften auszuspielen und wie eben schon erwähnt, den Länderpokal oder die Länderpokale. Für uns war es das für diese Saison mit dem Livestream. Eventuell seht ihr uns nochmal bei der deutschen Juniorenmeisterschaft. Das ist aber noch offen. Wir wünschen euch allen noch einen schönen Sonntagnachmittag. Haben uns gefreut, dass ihr dabei wart und wir sehen uns auf jeden Fall nächste Saison wieder. Muss ich eigentlich wieder anmachen? Nee, muss ich eigentlich wieder anmachen.